जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता। पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल बंगा। विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा। तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मागे। गाहे तव जय गाथा जनगण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता। जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे।
Good afternoon and welcome to the 87th edition of SKOCH Summit on State of Governance and Awards. Our focus today is on innovations covering safety, security, energy, renewables, impact of emerging technologies, capacity building, empowerment, ease of living, and so on. Two very important panels of senior government functionaries, domain experts, and practitioners shall delve on some of these areas and make recommendations on how to cope up with newer challenges, emerging scenarios, leveraging digital technologies, improving service delivery and citizen or consumer satisfaction. But before we move on to the discussions, let me have the pleasure of announcing the first round of SKOCH Order of Merit semi-finalists. We have 2 rounds of SKOCH Order of Merits and 5 rounds in all of online voting. So kindly refer to your agendas for the timing for the voting panels, which are going to be popping up on your screens. Ladies and gentlemen, we move on to the SKOCH Order of Merit. I invite Dr. F. Kaginelli, Superintendent of Police, Anantapur District Police, for alerting all the police personnel in 1 second.
Sir,
District Police.
good morning, sir. On behalf of our SP, I am Nagendrudu, Additional SP Admin Anantapur, sir. Sir, I am feeling very happy in receiving the SKOCH Award, sir. Namaskaram, sir.
Congratulations to you. Congratulations to the entire team.
Thank you, sir.
Mr. K.V. Rajendranath Reddy, Director General of Police, Andhra Pradesh Police Department, for Green Channel Oxygen Vehicles.
Thank you, sir. On behalf of AP Police, I am Prasad Rao, Additional SP.
Congratulations to you, sir.
Thank you to all dignitaries. On behalf of AP Police, I am Prasad Rao, Additional SP. Receiving this award, sir. Thank you, sir.
Congratulations once again. Yet another one for Andhra Pradesh Police Department, Disha Vulnerable Mapping.
Second, thank you, sir. On behalf of AP Police, on behalf of my Honorable DGP, I received this award, sir. Thank you, sir.
Congratulations once again. Yet another one to Andhra Pradesh Police Department, Women Police Welfare.
Thank you, sir. On behalf of AP Police, on behalf of the respected DGP, I am Prasad Rao, Additional SP, receiving this award, sir.
Congratulations are due to you for all the 3 Order of Merits that you have received so far, and there is one more coming up your way. online examination, Andhra Pradesh Virtual Police Academy.
Thank you, sir. Thank you once again, sir. On behalf of AP Police and respected DGP, sir, I received this award, sir.
Congratulations. The fifth one, Tier 3 Data Center Upgradation, Andhra Pradesh Police Department.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much, sir. Very honored to receive this award, sir. The data center existed in our building, sir. Thank you, sir.
Wonderful. Congratulations. One more. For Andhra Pradesh Police Department, Safe Streets. Andhra Pradesh Police, Safe Streets. So congratulations to the entire police force. Additional Director General of Police, Dr. Shankh Brata Bagachi, Andhra Pradesh Police, Special Police Project Karma Sikshana. Dr. Bagchi, Additional Director General of Police, Andhra Pradesh Special Police for Project Fighting Fit. Yet another one for Dr. Bagchi. Project Desertion Urdu. Mr. Mohit Chawla, Superintendent of Police, Baddi District Police for Baddi Region Industrial Security Plan. Mr. Chawla.
Good afternoon, sir. On behalf of entire Himachal Pradesh Police, on behalf of our Director General of Police, Shri Sanjay Kundu ji, on behalf of SSP Baddi, Shri Mohit Chawla ji, I want to thank the SKOCH Group for giving us an opportunity to present ourselves. And from bottom of our heart, we want to thank you for giving us this. Thank you.
Congratulations. So Ajay K. Chauhan, Director, Civil Aviation Department, Government of Gujarat, Good Sale. Mr. Chauhan.
Monjay, देखा है लो? आओ जो कोड फोड़ दिया जाने मत।
वीडियो
एते लोक अछंदी बहुत लोक अछंदी
एटा देखुन सर
Mr. Venu Ganapuram, Principal Scientist, CSIR National Aerospace Laboratories, Shivam, and UVAC, a lifesaver for real-time savers. Real lifesavers. Dr. B. Department of Kerala Fire and Rescue Services, Government of Kerala, for online building fire NOC web portal. Dr. Sandhya. Yet another one for Dr. Sandhya, Director General, Department of Kerala Fire and Rescue Services, for Grah Suraksha. Sanjay Kumar Agarwal, Secretary, Disaster Management Department, Government of Bihar, Community Kitchen.
Thank you, sir. This is Amrita Dhiman on behalf of the Secretary Disaster Management Department, Government of Bihar. We really thank you, the SKOCH Group, for this award. Thank you so much.
Congratulations to you. Mr. Bala Subramaniam K, District Collector from District Administration, Cuddalore. Interventions for groundwater improvement through check dam, dug well, linkage in critical, semi-critical firkas.
Sir, good afternoon. On behalf of Collector Subramanian, I am Additional Collector here, and we're thankful to SKOCH Group for honoring our work, and we will convey our regards on behalf of SKOCH, all the team members of Cuddalore district for this honor, sir. Thank you, sir.
Congratulations. Mr. Jaspreet Singh, Deputy Commissioner, District Administration, Jalandhar. Zero pendency of citizen service delivery.
Good afternoon, sir. Thank you for this award. I'll just like to brief you on this. We've been maintaining zero pendency and been topping Punjab as far as the citizen service delivery is concerned. Within the last 1 year itself, we have almost provided B2C and G2C services to around 3 lakh, more than 3 lakh participants. And we've been assuring it that we'll be achieving this zero pendency throughout the year. Thank you.
It's a wonderful feat, having zero pendency in a government department, and particularly when it comes to the citizen services. Congratulations. Mr. P. Akash, District Collector, District Administration, Tenkasi, Collectors Helpline.
Award on behalf of District Collector Akash from District Administration. Thanking SKOCH Group for the opportunity to present our awards. Thank you.
Congratulations. There is one more for District Administration, Tenkasi, Life Skills and Personality Development Program.
Thank you. Thank you.
Congratulations once again. Mr. Vishnu V, District Collector, Tirunelveli, Thai Care Nellai.
Sir, I care Nellai. Sir, on behalf of the District Collector Sri Vishnu IAS, we would like to extend our sincere thanks to the entire team, sir. Thank you, sir.
Congratulations. Mr. J. Meghnad Reddy, District Collector, Rudhunagar, bringing back to school.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for this wonderful afternoon. On behalf of Rudhunagar Collector, we thank you, the SKOCH team. Thank you.
Congratulations. Yet another one for Virudhunagar. String of Wells.
Yes, sir. We are very thankful for both the awards. Thank you.
Congratulations once again. Dr. L.B. John Verghese, District Collector, Tilluvarur, Tirigugul Bricks.
Yes. Sir, on behalf of the District Collector, we thank you, sir. We thank you for so much for the work, sir.
Congratulations. Mr. Rahul Dev Sharma, Superintendent of Police, District Police, Proactive Policing. Mr. Rahul Dev Sharma, Superintendent of Police from Uluru District Police, Cybercrime Awareness and Detection. Mr. Shankar Jiwal, Commissioner of Police, Greater Chennai, Students in Responsible Police Initiatives.
Good evening. On behalf of Commissioner of Police, Greater Chennai Police, my sincere thanks to the SKOCH Group for selecting as a semi-finalist for CP. Thank you.
Congratulations. Yet another one for Greater Chennai Police, Magisi, which is happiness.
Yeah, Magilchi. Thank you very much. On behalf of Commissioner of Police, Greater Chennai Police, my sincere thanks to the SKOCH Group for selecting this for the semi-finalist. Thank you.
Congratulations once again. Yet another one for Greater Chennai Police, Kaval Karangal.
Yeah, thank you once again for selecting Kaval Karangal for SKOCH Group as a semi-finalist. Thank you.
Congratulations. Now invite Mr. Ajay K. Chauhan, Director, Gujarat State Aviation Infrastructure Company, Regional Connectivity Scheme. Dr. Bibhu Kalyan Sahu, Nodal Officer, Integrated District Mental Health Program and Drug De-Addiction Center, Berhampur, for Drug De-Addiction Center.
Thank you, sir. Thank you on behalf of Government of Odisha Health and Family Welfare Department. I'd like to tell only 2 words about this project. That with minimal resources also such a drug addiction center can be shut, and confinement of the patients to one area where they cannot go outside is not the right treatment. Actually, freedom improvises their freedom from the drug, and involvement of the family members, that is very essential because they in future help for the relapse prevention. Thank you. Thank you for honoring me.
Congratulations. Mr. Prabhakar Rai, Director, Land Revenue and Disaster Management Authority from Sikkim for Mangan Landslide Mitigation Project. You are unmuted, sir.
Hello.
Unmute yourself. Please unmute.
Hello.
You're still on mute.
कितना नंबर चल रहा है?
Just press the unmute button. It will be at the bottom. Bottom left. You can see the speaker. We'll move on. I'll come back to you. In the meanwhile, you can fix your sound system, your audio problem, and we will make an announcement soon. I'll come back. Ms. Vidisha Mukherjee, Chief Estate Officer, Madhya Pradesh Housing and Infrastructure Development Board, Citizen Portal Services. Dr. Palika Arora, Joint IG, Prisons, Model Jail Prison Department, Chandigarh Administration, Skill Development and Capacity Building.
Good afternoon, sir. Thank you so much for this recognition, sir. Really grateful. Thank you.
Congratulations. Mr. Vijay Rao, Superintendent of Police from Nellore, Disha Initiatives. Another one for Nellore District Police, Mr. Vijay Rao, Superintendent of Police, Use of Technology in Crime Detection. Mr. Kanti Rana Tata, Commissioner of Police, NTR Police Commissionerate from Vijayawada.
Good afternoon, sir. On behalf of Commissioner of Police, I am very thankful you, sir, for this SKOCH award, sir.
Congratulations. Mr. Ramesh Chandra Majhi, Chief Fire Officer from Odisha Fire Services, Agni Shamseva. Malika Garg, Superintendent of Police from Prakasam District Police, Missing Mobile Tracing System.
Good afternoon. Can I Ramesh Chandra Majhi, Director Odisha Cuttack?
Yes, Mr. Majhi. I'll come back. Spotlight, Majhi.
Sir, myself Prashant Kumar Das, Fire Officer, Southern Range Barampur, on behalf of Odisha Fire Service.
Congratulations.
Sir, one just permission. Sir, Odisha Agnishaman Seva Portal, which was launched by Honorable Chief Minister of Odisha, Naveen Patnaik, on 31st July 2020. On that day, Honorable CM of Odisha experts that Odisha Fire Service personnel for the massive restoration work taken up in our neighboring state, West Bengal, during super cyclone Amphan in May 2022, amid the fear of COVID-19 pandemic. Odisha Fire Service women gesture was again distinctly evident when the personnel volunteered to donate plasma for the treatment of critical COVID-19 patients. Now, Odisha Fire Service proved that we are not just public servants, we are the true agent of change of our nation. So, on Odisha Fire Service continue to adopt technological innovation in the interest of public service and bring about transformational changes in the public delivery system. So, on behalf of Director General of Police Fire Service, I congratulate the first order of merit and thank you for you.
Congratulations once again. And we move on to invite Prakasam District Police, Malika Garg, Superintendent of Police, missing mobile tracing system.
Sir, thank you, sir. On behalf of Prakasam Police, thank you very much for selecting missing mobile tracking system. This is the answer. Thank you very much, sir.
Congratulations. One more for Prakasam District Police, Isha SOS app, mass registration, women safety.
Sir, thank you very much, sir. Once again, for selecting Disha SOS app mass registration women safety program for finalists. Thank you very much, sir. On behalf of Prakasam Police.
Congratulations once again. Public Works Department, Government of Uttar Pradesh, Mr. Sandeep Kumar, Engineer-in-Chief and HOD, 4 Road Network Development Program. Mr. Ajay Singh, Senior Superintendent of Police, Special Task Force, Uttarakhand Police, Mission E-Suraksha Chakra.
Thank you, sir. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot to the whole SKOCH team. Thank you.
Congratulations to you, Mr. Singh. The next one also goes to you, Mission Health, Drugs Free Devabhoomi.
Thanks a lot, sir. Thanks a lot, sir, again. Thank you.
You're welcome. And congratulations. I now invite Ms. G.R. Radhika, Superintendent of Police from Srikakulam District Police Campus Corps.
Thank you, sir. On behalf of our SP Madam, I am very grateful to you and thank you once again for what we are selected as semi-finalists. Thank you, sir.
Congratulations. The next one also goes to Ms. G.R. Radhika, Superintendent of Police, Srikakulam District Police Operation Parivartana.
Yes, sir. Once again, I thank you for semi-finalists, sir. Thank you, sir.
Congratulations. Mr. Chanchal Shekhar, Additional Director General of Police, State Crime Records Bureau, PHQ Bhopal, Madhya Pradesh, E-Vivechna app.
Good afternoon, sir. I am Chanchal Shekhar, Additional Director General of Police, Madhya Pradesh. My team is also here, who has prepared the E-Vivechna app. This is about speedy and transparent investigation of police cases. We have designed this app. Thank you for recognizing our effort and making us a semi-finalist. Thank you so much.
Congratulations to you and the entire team. Swachh Bharat Mission Grameen, Assam, Mr. Kailash Karthik, Mission Director, Swachh Se Sampuran Swachhata. Mr. Mahesh Kumar Agarwal, Additional Director General of Police from Tamil Nadu State Police, Drive Against Drugs.
Thank you. Thanks to the SKOCH Group for recognizing world's largest community policing initiative against drug abuse. Thank you.
Congratulations. Mr. Ajit Baburao Pawar, Chief Executive Officer from Zilla Parishad Beed, Online Database Management System.
Good evening, sir. I'm very thankful to SKOCH Award team that they have selected for semi-finalist for Jilla Parishad Beed.
Do we have Mr. Rai with us from Sikkim?
Sir. Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon, and on behalf of SDMA and Government of Sikkim, I would like to thank SKOCH Group, and I would like to congratulate all the semi-finalists on the SKOCH Merit Order of Merit. Thank you very much.
Well, congratulations to you, and this brings the SKOCH Order of Merit. Thank you for being with us, and congratulations to all the semi-finalists. And since we have time in between to kick off our first panel discussion, I request SKOCH team to run a small video.
मैं नितिन जयराम गडकरी ईश्वर की शपथ लेता हूं कि मैं विधि द्वारा स्थापित भारत के संविधान के प्रति सच्ची श्रद्धा और निष्ठा रखूंगा।
उस समय मुझे मेरी माँ की याद आ रही थी। मुझे हमारे पार्टी के लिए जब हम 2 MP चुनकर आए थे, उस प्रतिकूल स्थिति में काम करने वाले कार्यकर्ताओं और नेताओं का स्मरण हो रहा था। उन कार्यकर्ताओं को, उन नेताओं को मैं कभी भूल नहीं सकता।
इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर मैन ऑफ इंडिया, बहुपक्षीय राजनेता, सपने देखने वाले और कड़ी मेहनत करने वाले नितिन गडकरी एक प्रतीक हैं जिम्मेदार नागरिक होने के। वो एक प्रतिबद्ध राष्ट्र कार्यकर्ता और एक दूरदर्शी नेता हैं। नितिन गडकरी का जन्म 27 मई 1957 को नागपुर शहर में हुआ था। पहले हिंदी और बाद में अंग्रेजी मीडियम की शिक्षा सरकारी स्कूल में पूरी करने के बाद उन्होंने GS कॉलेज से M.Com और नागपुर विश्वविद्यालय से लॉ किया। लोगों की सेवा करने का भाव उन्हें अपनी माताजी से मिला।
मेरे जन्म के बाद परिस्थिति बहुत खराब थी। लोअर मिडिल क्लास की स्थिति में उस समय था। खेती थी, मैं खेती भी जाता था, पर परिस्थिति अड़चने रहती थी। पर प्रतिकूल से माँ का मुझे प्रेम मिला। माँ बहुत सोशल थी, गरीबों के लिए थी, लोगों की सेवा करती थी। मुझे याद है मैं लॉ में गया, लूना चाहिए थी, बहुत पीछे पड़ा माँ के कि मुझे लूना ले दो, लूना ले दो। पैसे नहीं थे। उसने अपने सोने के बैंगन, बड़ी जाड़ी एक पाटली बोलते हैं उसको, निकाल के दी और मैंने शिक्षक सहकारी बैंक के गांधी बाग शाखा में वो गिरवी रखकर, मुझे उस समय 4,500 रुपये मिले थे, उसकी मैंने लूना खरीदी की थी। वो माँ ने मुझे दी थी। मेरे को माँ कहती थी कि, लोगों को कहती थी कि ये अपना परिवार का नाम बहुत बड़ा करेगा, बड़ा होगा। उसके आशीर्वाद मेरे साथ थे।
देश में आपातकालीन स्थिति युवा नितिन के राजनीतिक जीवन में एक महत्वपूर्ण मोड़ था। वो भूमिगत राजनीतिक गतिविधियों में सक्रिय थे। उनका घर विभिन्न गतिविधियों के लिए भूमिगत आधार था। वे आपातकाल के खिलाफ पुस्तिकाएं मुद्रित करते थे।
और उसी के बाद में लोकतांत्रिक युवा मोर्चा करके जनता पार्टी की एक ऑफिशियल विंग तैयार हुई। उसका मैं फिर विदर्भ का प्रमुख बना और उसके कारण ही बाद में जनता पार्टी में एक्टिव था, जनता पार्टी के लिए काम करता था और वही मेरे राजनीतिक जीवन की शुरुआत है।
RSS और ABVP के साथ उनकी सक्रिय भागीदारी और सहयोग ने उन्हें इस स्तर के नेता के रूप में विकसित करने में मदद की। राष्ट्र और समाज की सेवा करना उनका मुख्य लक्ष्य था। 28 साल की उम्र में उन्हें पश्चिमी नागपुर से चुनाव टिकट मिला।
चुनाव तो हार गया, पर मुझे बहुत लोगों ने कहा कि तुम बहुत अच्छे नेता बन सकते हो। मैं काम करते गया, दीवारों पर लिखने का काम मैंने किया, पोस्टर चिपकाया। अटल बिहारी वाजपेयी और जॉर्ज फर्नांडिस दोनों का मेरे ऊपर प्रभाव था। अटल जी का स्वभाव, बड़ा दिल, स्टेट्समैनशिप, इनसे बहुत सीखने के लिए मिला।
मंत्री के रूप में महाराष्ट्र विधानसभा में उनका प्रवेश उनके दृष्टिकोण और सपनों को लागू करने का एक आदर्श अवसर था। उन्होंने विधानसभा में विधायी सदस्य और मंत्री के रूप में कार्य किया। बाद में उन्हें महाराष्ट्र का बीजेपी प्रमुख नियुक्त किया गया। अंत में वो पार्टी की वरिष्ठ जिम्मेदारियों को पूरा करने के लिए दिल्ली पहुंचे।
और इस प्रवास में मेरी कमिटमेंट देश के साथ है, समाज के साथ है, गरीब के साथ है और विचारों के साथ है। मैं एक बार मंत्री बनने के बाद टीवी खरीदने के लिए गया, कलर टीवी। फिर मेरे मन में आया कि टीवी अगर इंस्टॉलमेंट में मिलता है, एम्बेसडर गाड़ी मिलती है, तो टनल और ब्रिजेस क्यों नहीं मिल सकता। उसी से विचार करते करते फिर PPP, BOT, वो विकसित होगा।
वो ठाणे भिवंडी बाईपास के पूरा होने में मुख्य रूप से संलग्न थे, जो बीओटी मॉडल पर आधारित देश की पहली सड़क थी। बांद्रा वर्ली सी लिंक, मुंबई पुणे हाईवे और मुंबई में 55 से अधिक फ्लाईओवर उनके द्वारा शुरू किए गए थे। उन्होंने इन परियोजनाओं को पूरा करने के लिए बाजार से भी धन आमंत्रित किया। उन्हें इस बात का एहसास था कि सरकार के पास पर्याप्त धनराशि नहीं है, इसलिए बुनियादी ढांचे का निर्माण कर टोल एकत्रित किया जा सकता था। नागरिक इन सभी सुविधाओं के साथ यात्रा में समय, ईंधन और पैसा बचा सकते थे।
मैं जब आया तो 403 प्रोजेक्ट 3,85,000 करोड़ के लगभग एनपीए की स्थिति में थे। कॉन्ट्रैक्टर बर्बाद हुए थे, पर मेरे डिपार्टमेंट ने और मेरे सहयोगियों ने हमने मिलकर इस देश को, हिंदुस्तान की बैंकों को करीब 3.5 लाख करोड़ के एनपीए से बचाया। जो 2 किलोमीटर पर डे पर रोड कंस्ट्रक्शन आया था वो 29 किलोमीटर पर डे पर, और अगले साल 40 किलोमीटर का टारगेट पूरा करेंगे।
पिछले 67-68 सालों में महाराष्ट्र में 5,000 किलोमीटर का नेशनल हाईवे का नेटवर्क था। अभी गडकरी जी ने 15,000 किलोमीटर का एडिशन उसमें किया है और 5,000 किलोमीटर और ऐड उसमें कर रहे हैं।
इतिहास में पहला बार ट्राइबल के एरिया में निकोबार डिस्ट्रिक्ट, छोटा सा जिला जहाँ 30,000-40,000 वोटर्स है, आज नितिन गडकरी ने उस निकोबार द्वीप में नेशनल हाईवे घोषणा कर दिया 45 किलोमीटर्स।
डेवलपमेंट ओरिएंटेड अप्रोच, फास्ट ट्रैक डिसीजन में मैं फटाफट निर्णय कर रहा हूँ, हाँ या ना में बात कर रहा हूँ। दूसरा टीम वर्क, सबको साथ लेकर काम करो। और चौथा ट्रांसपेरेंसी, करप्शन फ्री सिस्टम।
श्री सुंदरलाल पाटवा ग्रामीण विकास मंत्री थे जब नितिन गडकरी महाराष्ट्र में थे। वे सड़क, बुनियादी ढांचे के निर्माण और अन्य चीजों पर चर्चा करने के लिए मिलते थे। एक दिन नितिन जी ने उनसे कहा,
पटवा जी, आपको कुछ करना है तो गाँवों को जोड़ो। और फिर उन्होंने मेरे अध्यक्षता में अटल जी को बोलकर एक मीटिंग हुई। अटल जी ने मुझे जिम्मेदारी दी, कमेटी बनी। नाबार्ड के उस समय के अध्यक्ष थे। 1,10,000 करोड़ का जीडीपी बढ़ेगा, ऐसा उस समय रिपोर्ट आया। उस सवाल को अटल जी ने स्वीकार किया।
2009 में भारतीय जनता पार्टी नेतृत्व में बदलाव की तलाश में थी। लाल कृष्ण आडवाणी जी ने सुझाव दिया कि पार्टी नेतृत्व को युवा पीढ़ी के नेताओं के हाथों में सौंपा जाना चाहिए।
तो 4 नेताओं के नाम है नरेंद्र मोदी जी, शिवराज सिंह चौहान, मैं और मनोहर पर्रिकर। पर बाद में शिवराज जी मध्य प्रदेश में आवश्यक थे और मोदी जी गुजरात में आवश्यक थे। और फिर मनोहर और मेरे से मेरा नाम का चयन हो गया। और जब मुझे निर्णय पता चला तो मैं आडवाणी जी के पास गया और सबके पास गया। मतलब मुझे अध्यक्ष क्यों बनाते हो? मैं तो कभी दिल्ली आता नहीं, मुझे दिल्ली का अनुभव नहीं, आके राजनीति पता नहीं। फिर सबने कहा कि नहीं, अब तुम्हारे सेवा पर रहने, तुमको बनना है। अटल जी को मैं अध्यक्ष बनने का आशीर्वाद लेने के लिए गया तो मैं उनके पैर छुए, आशीर्वाद दो, तो उन्होंने आंखें घुमाई और हाथ हिलाया। वो उनका मुझे आशीर्वाद मिला, ये मेरे जीवन का बहुत बड़ा सौभाग्य है।
2014 में जब बीजेपी सरकार को ऐतिहासिक चुनावी जीत मिली तो नितिन गडकरी को विकास की राजनीति करने का अवसर मिला।
मोदी जी ने मुझे पूछा था, तो मैंने बोला कि मुझे रोड का इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर काम दो। तो उन्होंने कहा कि हम 3-4 प्रमुख लोग हैं, तो फाइनेंस, डिफेंस, होम, इसमें से भी आप सोचो। तो मैंने कहा नहीं, मुझे कौन से नंबर पर है इसके बजाय मैं जो अच्छा काम कर सकता हूँ मुझे दीजिए। मुझे आप रोड का काम दीजिए, रोड शिपिंग का काम मुझे दीजिए।
भारत में सड़क मार्गों और जलमार्ग परिवहन क्षेत्र में माननीय मंत्री जी के नेतृत्व में काफी बदलाव और प्रगति हुई। सागरमाला कार्यक्रम के तहत 572 परियोजनाओं की पहचान की गई और इसीलिए बुनियादी ढांचे पर निवेश के लिए 8 लाख करोड़ रुपए एकत्रित किए जाएंगे। इस कार्यक्रम से सालाना 35,000 से 40,000 करोड़ रुपए की लागत बचत में मदद मिलेगी। ये कार्यक्रम घरेलू जलमार्गों की आर्थिक स्थिति को दोगुना कर देगा। इसी प्रकार भारतमाला परियोजना के तहत देश भर में 64,000 किलोमीटर सड़कों का नेटवर्क बन रहा है।
इसमें 50% हमने 24,000 किलोमीटर का काम लिया है, जो 7.5 लाख करोड़ का है। और मैं आने वाले दिसंबर तक 7.5 लाख करोड़ में से करीब 3.5 लाख 4 लाख करोड़ के काम शुरू कर दूंगा। और इसमें कम से कम अभी 10 लाख करोड़ के काम मैं शुरू कर चुका हूँ।
गडकरी जी के नेतृत्व में भारतीय राष्ट्रीय राजमार्ग प्राधिकरण ने 135 किलोमीटर के इस ग्रीनफील्ड एक्सप्रेसवे के माध्यम से जिस नई कार्य संस्कृति को बढ़ावा देने का कार्य किया है, वह अन्य सभी कार्यदायी संस्थाओं के लिए अनुकरणीय होना चाहिए।
कि उन्होंने 9 नेशनल हाईवे हमारे मंजूर किए, लगभग 35,000 करोड़ रुपए की लागत उनसे आएगी। तो इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर जितना हरियाणा में बढ़ेगा, जितना उत्तर प्रदेश में बढ़ेगा, दोनों राज्यों की प्रगति होगी।
4 धाम के रस्तों का काम पूरा करना चाहता हूँ। मेरी कोशिश है कि वो पूरा होगा। गंगा को और गंगा की 40 ट्रिब्यूटरी और नदियों को मैं शुद्ध और बनाना चाहता हूँ। इस मार्च के बाद अगला मार्च आएगा तो निश्चित रूप से 100% गंगा क्लीन होगी। 3 हाईवे मैंने अभी लगभग पूरे के, मेरठ हाईवे का पूरा होगा, दिल्ली का रिंग रोड पूरा हुआ। अब शिपिंग में 7,000 करोड़ हमारे पोर्ट को प्रॉफिट मिला है। ये देश में कमी है ना पैसे की ना टेक्नोलॉजी की, इस देश में कमी है सही दिशा सही विजन की।
मैं आज गर्व के साथ कहता हूं कि हमारे नितिन जी ने 15 महीने की छोटी अवधि में जो काम पिछले 10 साल में नहीं हो पाए थे, ऐसे अनेक नए इनिशिएटिव लेकर के पूरे पोर्ट सेक्टर को नई ताकत दी है, नई ऊर्जा दी है और नई गति दी है।
एक सामाजिक उद्यमी के रूप में वो अभी भी देश में स्वदेशी प्रौद्योगिकियों और उत्पादों को बनाने और बढ़ावा देने के लिए सक्रिय रूप से अपना सहयोग कर रहे हैं।
बांस को कायदे में ग्रास लिखा है, तो मैंने पूछा ग्रास तो काटने की परमिशन लगती है क्या? नहीं। बोला आप ऐसा क्यों करते हैं? हमारे यहाँ गलत नीति आई। इस देश को और बेरोजगारी को अगर जिम्मेदार कोई तो हमारी गलत नीति है। 40,000 करोड़ का लकड़ी इंपोर्ट करते हैं, 4,000 करोड़ की अगरबत्ती की काड़ियाँ इंपोर्ट करते हैं। हम वेस्ट लैंड पे बाम्बू लगा के कर सकते हैं, बाम्बू से इथेनॉल बनेगा, क्या नहीं बनता? अप्रोप्रिएट विजन फॉर डेवलपमेंट, स्ट्रॉन्ग पॉलिटिकल विल, अगर 2 बातें आ जाएगी तो फिर इनोवेशन टेक्नोलॉजी सब कुछ आ जाएगा, देश बदल जाएगा। अब हवाई जहाज चल रहा है, यहाँ नागपुर में 35 बसेस इथेनॉल पे चलती हैं स्कैनिया की, और अभी स्कूटर ऑटो रिक्शा भी आई। देश का किसान इस देश का पेट्रोल डीजल का पर्याय दे सकता है, बिजली बना सकता है, ये मेरा विश्वास था। आज सब जगह ये एक्सटेब्लिश हो गया और इससे 2 लाख करोड़ अगर ग्रामीण इकोनॉमी में जाएंगे तो 50 लाख युवाओं को रोजगार मिलेगा और ग्रामीण भारत का चित्र बदलेगा। मैं कभी स्कूटर पे चला जाता हूँ, गलियों में घूमता हूँ, लोगों में जाता हूँ, तो ये मेरे अच्छा लगता है। मुझे सिक्योरिटी के कारण मुझे बड़ी अड़चन होती है। 50 पुलिस वाले मेरे साथ चलते हैं बंदूक लेकर, थोड़ा अनकम्फर्टेबल। मैं फुटपाथ पे खाता था, मक्के का कनीस खाता था, पानी पूरी खाता था, बिल, तो मुझे बड़ा इसके कारण अड़चन होती है। रात को होटल में खाता था। ये मेरा जीवन मुझे जीना है और कैसे जीना है वो मेरा प्रश्न है, उसका समाज का राजनीति का कोई लेना देना नहीं।
1984 में नितिन गडकरी जी का विवाह कंचन जी से हुआ। अपने व्यस्त राजनीतिक जीवन के साथ साथ नितिन गडकरी परिवार में पिता, पति और नेता के रूप में अपनी जिम्मेदारी बखूबी निभा रहे हैं।
हमारी शादी 18 दिसंबर को थी और नागपुर में 23 दिसंबर को लोकसभा का चुनाव था। तब हमारे शादी में इतने लोग खाना खाने के लिए आए, इतने लोग खाना खाने के लिए कि बाप रे, मैं भूल नहीं सकती। पूरा अनाज खत्म हुआ था,
क्योंकि वो इतना रिलेशनशिप मेरे लोगों में थी कि लोग मुझे इनके घर की शादी ना अपना ही है ऐसा समझ के आए।
जब पीडब्ल्यू मिनिस्टर थे, जब बच्चे छोटे छोटे थे, तब बच्चों की और इनकी 3-3, 4-4 समय में मुलाकात नहीं होती थी।
मेरे बच्चे ने एक बार रात को सोया था, मेरे पैर बांध दिए ये कल न जाए मुंबई करके।
पिता की भूमिका, माँ की भूमिका, दोनों भूमिका मुझे निभानी पड़ती थी।
अब मुझे थोड़ा लगता है कि अभी मैंने उनके साथ अन्याय किया, अभी थोड़ा न्याय करना चाहिए। मेरे बच्चे कोई राजनीति में नहीं, मेरी पत्नी नहीं, मेरी बेटी नहीं, मैंने उनको कहा कि देखो मैं अपनी सब बातें आपको दे दूंगा, अपनी विरासत दे दूंगा, संपत्ति दे दूंगा, पर मेरी राजनीतिक अधिकार मेरे ऊपर, मेरे पार्टी और मेरे कार्यकर्ता में, मेरी राजनीतिक विरासत कार्यकर्ता के पास जाएगी, बेटे के पास नहीं जाएगी। हम जितना काम करेंगे, जितने मोदी जी से हजारों लोग, मेरे जैसे हजारों कार्यकर्ता काम करें, तो भी समस्या नहीं सुलझाने वाली है और लोगों को ये काम करना होगा, पीढ़ियों से पीढ़ियों तक चलेगा।
हे प्रभु, नितिन जी को इतनी शक्ति देना कि उनके हाथ से भारत देश का गरीब लोगों की सेवा हो, स्वास्थ्य मिले और 2 टाइम का खाना उनको अच्छी तरह से मिले।
मैं समझता हूँ ये देश मेरा है, तो ये मेरा व्यवहार, ये मेरा कैलकुलेशन नहीं है, मेरी स्ट्रेटेजी नहीं है, ये मेरा नैसर्गिक स्वभाव है। मैं अपने स्वभाव से जी रहा हूँ। अब उससे क्या परिणाम होते हैं, अच्छे होते कि बुरे, आप जैसे लोगों का काम है। आप अच्छा कहे तो भी मुझे चिंता नहीं, बुरा कहे तो भी चिंता नहीं। मैं कोई कैलकुलेशन से कुछ करना नहीं चाहता, जो है जैसा है। मैं तो चला जिधर चले रास्ता, मुझे कहाँ पता कहाँ मेरी मंजिल। मैं तो चला जिधर चले रास्ता।
मैं तो चला जिधर चले रास्ता, तुझे क्या खबर है कहाँ मेरी मंजिल। होगा कोई मेरा भी साथी, होगी कहीं तो मेरी भी महफिल। मैं तो चला जिधर चले रास्ता, ये हुस्नो इश्क का जहां, ये शोखियां, ये मस्तियां, ये पर्वतों के काफिले, ये बादलों की टोलियां, पूछती है मुझसे तू चला है किधर। मैं तो चला जिधर चले रास्ता।
Well, good afternoon and welcome back. Our panel, Innovations in Safety and Security. I have the pleasure of inviting Mr. Mahesh Kumar Agarwal, Additional Director General of Police, Tamil Nadu. He is a highly decorated officer who played a critical role in handling COVID pandemic in the state. He was instrumental in helping over 4 lakh migrant laborers who were safely transferred in special trains to their respective states. He served as director of the Crime Branch Special Investigation Division, which was created to look into the string of communal crimes. We have with us Mr. Chanchal Shekhar, Additional Director General of Police, State Crime Records Bureau, Madhya Pradesh. He's worked as Superintendent of Police at a number of districts. He's also handled key positions such as DIG in SSB in New Delhi and Srinagar. He served as IG Rewa before assuming the current office. He's the recipient of Police Medal for Gallantry in 2009 for his efforts in curbing terror and capturing terrorists. He was also the State Nodal Officer for implementation of MPCCTNS. In place of Dr. Sankhabrata Bagchi, Additional Director General of Police, Andhra Pradesh, we are joined by Mr. CVA Ramakrishna, who is Additional Commandant, APSP Battalion, Mangalagiri, Andhra Pradesh. Dr. Pallika Arora, Additional Inspector General of Police, Model Jail from Chandigarh. She has held several key positions, including Director of Education, School and Higher Education in Chandigarh Administration and SDM Patiala. She also served as the Assistant Commissioner at Mohali and Moga. After joining the Prisons Department, she has developed a number of innovative programs and activities for the welfare and rehabilitation of convicts at Model Jail in Chandigarh. We have Dr. J. Longanathan, Inspector General of Police, Additional Commissioner of Police from Headquarters, Greater Chennai, representing Mr. Shankar Jiwal, Commissioner of Police, Greater Chennai from Tamil Nadu. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, once again, to talk about the discussion framework of the panel. We understand that policing is a state subject, which means that there are significant variations across states. While some states like UP, Bihar, and Andhra are understaffed, there are others like a few in the Northeast and probably Punjab, who meet these stipulated standards. India today requires nearly 3 million men in uniform. Currently, the figure is about 2. There are challenges. There are challenges in recruitment, there are challenges in training, modernization, challenges in reform, so on and so forth. Yet we are progressing. A recent report that was published, listed out 13 key challenges responsible for slowing down police reforms. So we would like to discuss how to overcome such challenges so that the process is speeded up. There's need to safeguard not only the financial stability and integrity of the nation, but also the wider financial system and intellectual property. Huge amount of investments have gone in India's homeland security efforts at various levels. And there is much more which is in the offing. These modernization programs at the central level include modernization of the police force, smart cities mission, talk about CCTNS, interoperable criminal justice system, infection detection system, social media detection system. Now the cyber has added a wholesome new dimension to it. And we need to talk about cyber protection because that's become part of our lives and day-to-day living. So state governments have deployed technology projects in police forces at various levels, and they have really scaled. But there is yet a road that needs to be traveled. So the panel, we will divide it over 2-3 questions. I will raise the first question, invite each panelist, maybe make a 2 to 3 minutes statement. We go over each and every one and then consolidate it and then move on to the next one. So my first question goes to Mr. Agarwal. The police reforms in India started with the formation of National Police Commission, late 1970s. Ever since, a number of committees have been constituted, formed, notable being Ribeiro Committee, made huge amount of recommendations to start with. Malamuth Committee, took it to the next level. And more recently, we have Justice Thomas Committee recommending a number of measures. When so much of momentum has been built up, so much of investments have taken place, technology has been infused. What has hindered the progress? Why aren't we on track? And what is it that needs to be done? Mr. Agarwal.
Good afternoon, everyone. As far as police reforms are concerned, I would like to say that we can divide them into 2 categories. One is internal reforms and another is external reforms. Internal reforms are the reforms which are actually within the competence of the police organization, like attitude of the policeman. The biggest problem, biggest complaint which we face is non-registration of cases, high-handed attitude of the police department, police personnel. These are the things which can be addressed very well by the state police organizations. And Tamil Nadu Police is taking a lot of steps in this regard. And a lot of training programs have been conducted, especially on the behavioral aspects of policing. As far as external reforms are concerned, definitely there are issues related to political interference and bias in handling different type of issues, especially when the oppressed classes are involved. So basically on these issues, as you rightly said, finances can be one issue, then recruitment, training, these are the other issues. I think we need to have some common norms. Though the policing is state subject, but perhaps formation of some common minimum acceptable standards will helpful. In this regard, Government of India has already started modernization of police force scheme, whereby funds are given by the central government also. So I think we are in the right direction, but still we have to travel a lot. So that the common person, the common people in the society, they feel that police is for them, to serve them, and we can achieve safety for each and everyone in India. Thank you.
May I now invite Dr. Palika Arora.
Hello, Ji sir, am I audible?
Yes, please go ahead.
Yes, please. Sorry, I was traveling, so just a little bit confusion is there. Yes, please.
So in fact, my question was that, the police reforms in India started way back in the 1970s with the formation of the National Police Commission. Then subsequently, the committees that were formed, Ribeiro, Malumat, and recently the Thomas Committee recommended a slew of measures, take these reforms further. Wherever we stand today, what is it that has hindered the progress? Even after 30 years, we are still discussing the same thing. And how it can be speeded up.
Yeah, I feel that as far as the police services are concerned, the major the hurdle is the shortage of the staff, which is there. So the mainly recruitment issues are what needs to be dealt on the because that mainly the police force at the lower level. If we talk about the constables and other lower staff, they are. I feel that the shortage of the staff can really be seen at those levels. So until and unless the police staff is strengthened, nothing more can be expected. And along with that, the training needs to be, I think, needs to be periodic. Mostly it happens that once the officers, they pass out from the training institutes, over a period of time in the service, the things, they just, fade away. So I feel that the training should be very regular part, and we can say that some test or some other parameters, they may be setted, that those who are not performing after a certain years of service, they can be parted away. And other than that, the attitude is very important. The emotional intelligence plays a very important role for policing, I feel. So the proper training of the staff on these parameters is very much required, so that the manpower, they are able to handle the issues at ground in more empathetic and more sympathetic manners. So a lot of improvement has happened over a period of years. We can see that the policing is more, you can say, people friendly these days. So I hope that in coming years also much more improvements can be seen. Thank you.
I agree with you. Most of the problems that you mentioned and possible solutions to this, probably, that is the way moving forward. But, one observation that while you are handling a jail, right?
Yes.
And by way of, bringing in certain measures, introducing some new practices, not out of the box, but whatever has been defined within the parameters of the system, but innovatively implementing it, become a model jail.
Yes.
Possibly all the jails across the country would be model jails because you're not doing anything out of the system, right? So you're just implementing it. So why is it that you could do it? What is the advantages did you have? How is it that you got support from the system, which probably would be lacking at other places? I mean, I visited a jail in Bada. It looked like it did not look like a jail. Another jail in Haryana, it looked worse than a jail of the 1960s or the 70s. You won't even feel like entering. And several other jails, they are in different state. But when we say, initially in my comments itself, I started with that. Since it's a state subject, there are variations in implementation. There are variations in the. So, what's your take on this?
What we are doing at the Model Jail Budel is we have started the various reformative projects for the inmates. Because when I joined, I saw that especially for the females, since a female superintendent was not there from the last, I think, maybe 10 or more years. So they were, we can see that feeling a little bit aloof, since the majority of the staff of the jail or the prisons, they are dominated by the male staff. So I thought that something reformative should definitely be done for them. And yes, you are very true that I'm not doing something which is out of the box. It is just the implementation. The implementation was possible out of the support of my seniors, my staff, and a desire that for whatever time they are there in the jail, they should be able to do something productive out of it. they should be able to make the best use of that time. And since the ratio of the under trials is anyways higher in the prisons, so they are not going to be here for the for a long period. So many of them, they keep on getting the bail. So I think that whenever they go out from the if they are bailed out, then they should have some skill in their hand, because the major issue is that even if you are not guilty, but if you have spent some time in the jail as under trial itself, then it definitely adds a social taboo to you. So the rehabilitation part is very important. So maybe possible that they are not able to get the jobs, especially if they are convicted and after finishing of their sentence, if they are going back to the society, anyways, they are not going to get the government jobs. So in that case, their skill, it becomes very important. They should be able to, earn their livelihood. So for that purpose, we are training them for the various, so that they're able to earn a livelihood for themselves. We are, especially our decor section, our art and craft section is really liked by most of them, because art is something which I feel that they're able to express their feelings in the form of art, and it gives a positive direction to their energy. So whatever the negativity is there in their minds and their soul, so we are able to channelize it through art in a positive way. Similarly, for the ladies, we have undertaking the knitting section, or there is a bag making section is there. We are also going to start bakery very soon, within like next 20 days. So all these projects, the idea behind is just to make them busy, to keep them busy, so as to keep them engaged. They should feel that they're able to, spend time till 5
I
p.m.
understand.
working.
But what you're doing is you're doing their capacity building. You are giving them some skills so that
Yes.
once they are out, they can lead a life of.
Moreover, we are also giving them wages, so they are able to support their
Obviously, when
family.
they're in the jail, they're working and they're also earning. So when they go out, they should be able, they should be in a position to lead a life of dignity. So and it doesn't become a social stigma on them.
Yes.
I understand. But when you take it on a larger scale, organization wide, I think training, retraining, skilling, reskilling of even police personnel becomes even more important.
Yes.
So what Mr. Agarwal was talking about. So I'll come back to you asking for more. In the meanwhile, let me move over with the reforms question to Mr. Chanchal Shekhar. Over to you, sir.
Sir, good afternoon. So the police reforms in India, no doubt what you mentioned, that 3-4 committees have put forth their voluminous reports, but not much have been achieved on this. And for that matter, most of these Malimat committee report or Dharamvira committee report, they have most of the part has become non-relevant as on date. But I'm very happy to inform you that we are mostly being guided by this Prakash Singh judgment versus Union of India, and most of the security of tenure at higher places, they are being governed. Complaints committee, transfer committee, these all are being practiced actually in place. So the recommendation of these committees is a state subject. They will contain everything what my colleague Mr. Agarwal mentioned, that internal and external factors. I would like to just underline one particular thing, is that the aspirations of the common man have increased many-fold in the current. I think I'm audible.
Yes, you are audible. Please go ahead.
Yeah. The aspirations of the common man have increased many folds in the present times. They compare you with the private service provider like the Google, Amazon, and so on and so forth, and also the police and the other departments. So if we don't come up to the expectation of people, we will become irrelevant. I'm very happy to inform you that the government at various levels, the central government, the state government have started bridging the gap. So far, the technological gap which existed between the people and the police, the central government has come with a lot of initiatives. ICJS, you mentioned, is one of them. Most of the requirements of the court pillar are being covered in ICJS. quick flow of informations. Apart from this, there are ITSO, CrimeAct, these are portals for tracking of sexual offenders and quick challans. And though the central government is doing its part, the state government is also funding the police organization in a big way. Even if the central government have stopped the modernization scheme, the state governments are funding. There is no dearth of fund, which was earlier a major challenge before the state government, the police. And so that is one. But at the same time, we need to see that these funding, these focus on police, these upgradation of our technological platforms is not just one-time program. They need to be continuously addressed. They need to go on continuously. They need to be upgraded. The times are changing very fast, and they need to be continuously upgraded. Our focus in the present time should remain number one, cybercrime, number two, women's safety, and number three, welfare of the police. It might belong to one or the other stakeholders. I'm not going in the detail what is to be done by whom, but this should be the central focus of the police. Police is on that line, working on that line to a great extent. And I think we need to continuously upgrade our skills and service delivery to the people on these lines. Thank you.
Yeah, a good point made there when you said that, you have to adapt to the changing circumstances. And, definitely so that the police force itself needs to be taken care of. Because if you yourself, quote unquote, in a completely healthy condition, you will not be able to take care of the rest, which, emerging threats more to do with the women's safety and the cyber. Yes, a road that we have traveled, it has given us a lot of comfort and hope that we are moving in that direction. But yes, there are hurdles in between, and the more initiatives that need to take place, and every day there are innovations that need to be set in. So we have technologies coming in. So enablement of police force vis-a-vis the technologies, the average age of a constable or in the police force, it is quite high right now. That has to come down. So recruitment has to take place, the retraining. So a lot of things which get, attached to that. But yes, the point well made. So I'll come back to you asking for more. Thank you for your comments. May I now invite Mr. Chanchal, you already have spoken, Mr. CVA Ramakrishna, who is Additional Commandant representing Dr. Bakshi from Andhra Pradesh. Mr. Ramakrishna, please. Do we have Mr. Ramakrishna with us? So while he comes back online, move over to invite Dr. J. Loganathan, who is Inspector General of Police from Greater Chennai. Dr. Loganathan?
Yes. Yeah, good evening.
Good evening.
Yeah. As you said, the police reforms, many committees' recommendations really change some aspects of policing. As we all see, police is the first respondent for any kind of situations. So they become overburdened with this work, and also there is a shortage of manpower. These two aspects are being taken care of by the regular recruitment through the state government, and also the changing nature of the crime. So earlier the crime pattern was different. Now the new technologies are coming. The different nature is getting changed. So we have to go with the improved technology, like as we discussed, the cyber crimes getting reported more. So the police force should be in a position to go with this kind of improved technology, and also they should be more equipped. It requires the periodical training and updation of all those technology. And also, moreover, there is a change in the attitude of the police also when compared to earlier times. Now, definitely there is a change in attitude of police, and they work more with the public and addressing the grievances of the public or the petition inquiry, whatever it is, like registration of cases. And also there is an improvement of professional skills in investigation of cases. As earlier speakers have told, There is a continuous process is required. It's a dynamic process that police should respond to the changing environment, and it is being done, and it should go on. Thank you.
Yeah. In fact, we all agree that there has been a remarkable change. The technology infusion has happened, and a lot more has been achieved. But yes, at the same time, we need to do a bit more. So one of the key elements in the police modernization and reforms program in India is beefing up homeland security.
Yes.
Also a fact that, currently we share about, as a country, 4% of global homeland expenditure. Need to increase it to a minimum 6 to 7% to handle emerging security risks, and that also includes cyber. So how will it happen given the current state of funds, which is shortage? So if I may ask Mr. Agarwal.
I think now we should go for public participation. We know that Government of India has mandated the corporates to have CSR funds. So more and more corporates should come forward to contribute their CSR funds towards the home security needs, so that especially the bigger cities, mega cities like Chennai, Mumbai, Delhi, where big corporates are available, and the needs of policing, like in Chennai city, we had taken an initiative few years back, and about 3 lakh CCTV cameras have been set up in Chennai city. Almost every 100 meters we have a camera, CCTV camera, and most of these cameras have been set up with the help of public participation, public sponsorship. So I think we need to go for more and more such initiatives where the corporates, the public, they come forward and contribute towards this. Thank you.
So I believe Dr. Loganathan has joined in.
Yes.
Yeah. So my first question on the reforms, despite all the efforts, we are still lacking. So what is hindering the progress, and what is it that needs to be done to speed it up? Dr. Loganathan.
I think there is some small confusion.
Yeah, just now
Dr. Loganathan was already with us. Mr. Ramakrishnan
yes, sir.
was not there.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, sorry, I missed it. I
Thank
mixed
you,
that.
yes, sir.
Yeah. Mr. Ramakrishna, CVA Ramakrishna from Andhra Pradesh. I think again dropped out. Okay, no problem. So with my second question on the funding part towards homeland security, as Mr. Agarwal mentioned that we should harness the CSR funds. So let's hear what Mr. Shekhar has to say on this.
Am I audible?
Yes.
Yeah, some other officer is on the screen.
Yeah, that's Mr. CVA Ramakrishna. So I'll come back to him. So you may go ahead, Mr. Shekhar.
Sir, as I mentioned earlier, that homeland security has a lot of components at the level of the central government and at the level of the state government. And they require a lot of equipments, a lot of applications, computer planning and software development and all that. And the government of India is doing its bit in a big way. I must appraise you about a project called NAFIS, National Automated Fingerprint Information System. It has brought the entire fingerprint data of India. Say it is in around more than 1 crore, although of those persons only who have been earlier arrested or convicted. Not of a general public. We don't have access to the Aadhaar database. So now earlier at any scene of crime, when we used to receive any chance print, maybe ATM breaking, burglary or dacoity, or maybe even body crime like murder or rape. So we were clueless. We used to search physically from the records on the basis of some logarithm prepared number were given to discrete fingerprints, and they were searched on that bed, like you search books in the library. Now the entire thing is searched in computer database, and I want to inform you that within 3 months of going online of this NAFIS system, Madhya Pradesh has traced more than 100 cases on the NAFIS system, not only within the state. 24 cases are from within the state, persons who reside in Madhya Pradesh, and around more than 76-77 cases are from the other state, which was almost impossible to do a few months back. Now we can catch the ATM breaker across the state, 2 borders, 3 states, like that. So, sir, the funds are not a problem. I am looking after procurement of computers, applications, software in the state of Madhya Pradesh, and I see personally that the funds are not a problem. Once I am able to convince the government that this is good and this is our requirement, the government is willing to give. And still, I must tell you that most of these equipment funds, which call it capital, what you call equipment funds, go unutilized. Maybe because of the cumbersome process of buying a thing centrally. You need to have a good specs, and then you have to have this thing and that thing, and 3-4 bidders would come, and like that. And GEM has added a convenience to this buying of goods for this thing. But there is a problem with GEM that people of non-credentials, they have listed themselves and they're not able to supply. Simple internet switches, which we have ordered 2 years back, have not been supplied. They are Cisco switches and they have not been supplied, just because they put that the external reasons of international conflicts in Taiwan or Ukraine may be the reason, or that far. So my thing is that public participation, corporate. One more success story I want to just mention. I'll take just 1 more minute. Madhya Pradesh wanted to have a system of POS machines, point of sale machines, to generate traffic challan on the spot and collect it through POS machines, and also generate virtual challan. So we went to the government that so much will be spended in each district. We needed around 1,200 and so on and so forth. We went to the banks. When the banks process these challans, they get some amount as a commission. We went to the banks. The banks readily agreed. Now, when we wanted 600 machines, we are having 6,000 machines for our policemen. So the corporates are very eagerly wanting to. There are very, very costlier machines whose cost is in crores, but the corporates want to do it, the trial for us on no cost, no commitment basis. So once a good study or good outcome is available, sir, so the government is also on the board and it want to, Homeland Security is going on in a big way, and it is up to us to how to take it further. Funds will not be a problem, sir.
So what you're mentioning is a win-win situation for both.
Yeah, definitely, sir.
Yeah, that's nice. So we have Mr. Ramakrishna waiting. So may I invite you, sir? Mr. C.V. Ramakrishna. Again, switched off his camera audio. Mr. Ramakrishna. Yeah.
Sir, our initial he has been engaged with some other duties. That's why I am just attending this meeting. I have shared this information to my initial DG, Dr. Shankar Bhattacharya. He has engaged with the vigilance office, some other duty. That's why I am attending this and noting the points.
Okay. Sure. Thank you so much. So on the question of funds, if I take this to Dr. Palika Arora, who has been handling a jail administration and converted into a model. So what are your views about it?
Sir, my views are also as referred all before. Fun, not any issue, especially with respect to the equipments and other things are concerned. So while handling this project or this department, has never faced any issue with respect to the funds, provided we are able to convince the government that whatever we intend to do is for the benefit of the the strata for whom we want to start the project. So for the funds part of view, I have never faced any shortage. And moreover, we are having an outlet at Sector 22. That's in Nafs region. It's a commercial outlet for the products which are made by the inmates. So whatever project we launch within the jail premises, ultimately they are the products which are being made are being commercially sold at the outlet. So in turn, it enhances the sale of the department as well. So it's a win-win situation for both, that whatever the earnings we are able to make, again, it is going for the welfare of the prisoners, for the welfare of the inmates. So for me, I think it was never a hurdle, or I can say I never faced any.
You are in a sweet spot. You're looking at one spoke in the entire wheel. So you are definitely, I would say, would feel comfortable, because and it's a matter of satisfaction as well, because the implementation, which is what you're carrying out in the jail, looking at different aspects, have to do more with the the human development, capacity building, and then giving them linkages with the market, so that as I said in the earlier as well, so leading a life of dignity. So to that extent, good job. So, and if I may ask the same question, which is at the state level, to Dr. Loganathan from Greater Chennai.
Yeah. So I also agree with the earlier speakers that in Chennai Police, we got a safe city project. It's being operated with the fund of 256 crores. And also the mega city policing projects, which is being operated with the 98 crores. And moreover, now during the last state budget session, we got around 14 projects at the cost of around 30 to 35 crores. So fund is not going to be a problem if it is being projected in a correct way, that these are all the requirement for the service delivery of the police to the public. So it is taken in the right speed and it's being given. And similarly, there are certain projects which are being done through a sponsorship, as Mr. Sir, when our ADGP Sir told, Mageshwar Agarwal Sir said. So CCTV cameras are being installed through the sponsorship, and also all the patrol vehicles like beacon lights and other things. What are the minor projects like that also being done through the sponsor? They're readily available, and through their CSR funds they are funding also. So both these funds can go hand by hand to meet the objectives that the Homeland Security can be strengthened. That's what my opinion is.
Okay, thank you. How do we build a risk-resilient infrastructure and prepare a whole new community response to disasters? Because these are new things, which is what we are experiencing. This is beyond technology. It is more to do with the organization, with the motivation and preparedness for disasters. It's slightly different from the regular policing, which is what we're talking about. Dr. Loganathan, let me start with you only.
Yeah. So disaster management really, because many volunteers and NGOs are really available, and definitely if we have a tie-up with them, definitely it can be, it can do wonders. For example, I can say like in Chennai Police, the Kaval Karangal is the one which is giving, they're rescuing these abandoned people, which just started during the period of Mr. Mageshwar Agarwal Sir when he was in COP. It's just rescuing these people who are roaming on the streets. So after that, it has been properly, this SOP has been developed and proper procedures has been developed, and around 40 non-governmental organizations, there are around 120 volunteers are there. They are really helping us because they are only running the show. We are just acting as a catalyst. They are integrating all the stakeholders, and we are providing a platform in which all are integrated. And so far we rescued around 3,000 plus people, And we also rescued from, I mean, those who are North Indian origins, those who rescued in Chennai, they were sent to Bharatpur in Rajasthan, around 3,300 plus people, because ultimately with the aim of uniting them with the family members. So really the involvement of NGOs and volunteers at kind of disasters, it's a real readily available sources. And if they are trained properly and how it can be done, it would be very effectively utilized for our immediate response for any kind of disasters.
Mr. Agarwal, if I bring this question to you, to building a risk resilient infrastructure, of course, capacity building, what Dr. Loganathan is talking about, is very important. But capacity building will not happen in a day. And also the the motivation of the police force in preparing itself for not only the force response, but also community response to disasters. So how to assimilate these two things, and how is it that can be done, and what would be the challenges?
As you rightly pointed out, this is a new challenge for any police force. Like, it is different from the traditional duties of the policing, of maintaining law and order, preventing crime, regulating traffic. So handling disasters is a new kind of challenge. And of late, we have been witnessing various types of disasters, including floods, cyclones. And if I may say so, COVID was a big challenge where police played a very, very major role in various aspects of controlling COVID, providing services to the public. In fact, I will say that handling COVID has taught police forces across the country many new things as to participation and their role in disaster management. It has brought police closer to the public. The image of police during the COVID time has gone many notches high. And that has also given a kind of taste to the police, that how they can serve the public and improve the image of police. So now, actually in Tamil Nadu, disaster response is a part of the training, basic training. Whenever we conduct training, either at the level of constables or sub-inspectors or DYSPs, after the recruitment, disaster response is one of the important aspects of the training. So it has been like inbuilt in the training program. That is a very good thing. So that literally the entire police force should be trained. They should consider that this is one of their duties. This is one of the challenges which they are going to face. This is nothing external. It is not that they are overloaded. They are prepared for it. They should be ready for it. And they are trained for this. That is one thing. And I think other state police forces also must be implementing similar training programs. Second is, as we all know, that any disaster, it is like the proportions are generally very high. So police alone may not be able to help. And sometimes it may be difficult even for police to move from one place to another. So that time, channelizing the local resources is very, very important. So what is being done is to train the volunteers. Like especially in Tamil Nadu has a big coastline. So in the coastal villages, we have trained the fishermen. They are the best people who can help in rescue operations, because they live a very tough life. They are ready to come forward and give their helping hand. So like it has been very helpful in handling cyclones and other situations in Tamil Nadu. So as you rightly said, we have to build more and more infrastructure. Tamil Nadu has a dedicated Tamil Nadu Disaster Response Force. And I am happy to share with you that the equipment available with TNDRF is at par with NDRF. That is our National Disaster Response Force. So all the states need to have such equipment, such training, and also community participation to meet the challenges of disasters. Thank you.
In fact, this brings me to another point. Like the way, now this is again totally out of the box thinking. like the way the government of India introduced this Agnipath scheme, Agniveer. And, that is again targeted at meeting the short-term objectives and also bringing in an element of discipline in the younger generation if they go through that process. I'm sure, next 10, 15, 20, 30 years, it will have a rather deeper impact, which is exactly the ethos of the scheme. Why not in police force as well? You go in for the temporary recruitment because you anyway have such a huge shortage, and you're not able to even meet up with the salary bill of the existing because you need more funds. So those are the things, and possibly, that can come in handy. Second is, we used to have this concept of civil defense, which is what we have done away with. So that was the involvement of the community into the system and bring in an element of, build trust between the two, the police and the citizen, and also involvement of citizen in the governance. So what are your views on that?
See, I will tell you, as you mentioned, we are already having a concept of home guards who are not on the regular payrolls of the police department, but they are enlisted in the police as home guards. And during the major bandobast, major festivals, major requirements, even during elections, home guards are being utilized by the police department on need basis. That is one thing. Another, we are also channelizing the energy of NCC and NSS cadet and volunteers. Even in our DAD program, Drive Against Drug, which we have projected for the SKOCH award, we are channelizing the NSS volunteers. In Tamil Nadu, we have a police force of about 1.25 lakh, and we have about 4 lakh NSS volunteers. So the task of creating awareness amongst the youth against drug abuse, we have entrusted it to the NSS volunteers. So various programs of this nature are already on the anvil. Again, like Government of India has started a scheme on the lines of NCC, that is SPC, Student Police Cadets. So these student police cadets, they are being provided with a uniform, they are being provided with the training, and also they are being asked to contribute towards this policing requirements to create more awareness in the society. So few such initiatives are already on the way. Similarly, for the disaster response also, Government of India has started a scheme of Apda Mitra. So these are the volunteers which are trained, their lists are ready with the police department, and in case of any disaster, they can be requested to give their services. So what you have proposed already in some way, like in the way of home guards, student police cadets, Apda Mitras, NSS cadets, and our NSS and NCC cadet and volunteers, we are channelizing those forces, those energies, so that in case of more heavy requirement, in case of disasters, we can use all of them and serve the society.
Excellent. That's wonderful. Dr. Loganathan?
Yeah, as Sir said, Sir is almost told everything related to Tamil Nadu. I just agree with what Sir said, and no more points there.
So in fact, complementing your answer, going a step back when we talked about, infusion of technology and the, we also mentioned about 3 emerging new challenges that we are facing, which is cyber, women's safety, and police force welfare. Talking about cyber, in everything there is now worldwide rankings as to where does India stand vis-a-vis EODB, vis-a-vis Global Cybersecurity Index. So India was at number 23 in 17. It slid to 47 in 2018. And the target was to make it to top 10, which we have not been able to make till the end of 2021. So only recently, just about when at the turn of 21 and then 22, we were closer to the top 10 list. So having taken this long, you must have faced a number of challenges. Again, coming back to the resilience, we have been at least 2 to 3 years behind, meeting our regular challenge. Moving forward, we need to move even faster. So the residual challenges which are there, how do we cope up with those, and how fast? Go back to Mr. Agarwal. Mr. Agarwal.
Yeah, I think cyber crime, cyber security has become a major issue. Maybe the growth of cyberspace is it was not expected that it will grow so much. And especially, again, I will mention that during the times of COVID, when we started working from home and most of the transactions were online, so there has been tremendous growth in cyberspace, and it has also led to the growth of social media. That is another issue, and it has also led to cyber crimes. Cyber crimes, actually, there are various issues. One is the geographical boundaries. A cyber crime, like a financial fraud, the person is robbed of his money in India, and the accused may be somewhere in another continent, maybe you can say Africa, and the servers are in some third country. And the cooperation which we have, the system of MLAT, which we have to get cooperation from other law enforcement agencies from other countries, it is such slow system and such a lengthy system that definitely it is a big challenge to handle the cyber crimes which have international connections. And even within the country, most of the crimes, like, it is very difficult, especially we hit a dead end when suppose it's a bank fraud. When we reach up to the bank, we try to find the address. The address given is false. We try to connect through the mobile phone. The documents which are provided to the mobile company are fake. And these are the big challenges which are for any law enforcement agency. So basically, we need to change our systems. We need to, we are lagging behind. It's a fact. And we need to train our policemen. We need to create more awareness amongst the public to prevent cyber frauds. And we also need greater cooperation from the service providers, from the intermediaries, and also we need to enhance cooperation amongst the states within India, and also international cooperation if we have to meet the challenges of cybercrime.
I agree with you. Dr. Loganathan, would you like to add to this before we wind up?
Yes. So as Sir said, cyber crime has no boundaries, because we are restricted by boundaries, but they have no boundaries. So due to which the non-cooperation, also like the routine traditional crimes where we can get some recovery of property, thereby some kind of justice to be done to the victims. But in this case, it's all being done within minutes, within the seconds, that once the money get transferred, they withdraw, then ultimately retrieving of recovery of property is very difficult. So in Chennai city alone, on an average, 12,835 complaints are received in a year. That means the magnitude of cyber crime that is coming up is huge. So as said, that we have many challenges, like developing our police personnel to these kind of skills to investigate the cyber crimes need to be improved a lot. And also to meet out these challenges, and Chennai police have almost we have around 5 cybercrime police stations in Chennai city to take care of all these complaints. Each zone has one, and city crime branch have one cyber police station. That 5 cybercrime police stations, police stations are there. And we also established a cyber forensic lab under Safe City projects at the cost of around 6 crores. It has audio video forensic sections and call data record section and disk imaging and analysis and mobile forensic sections and social media sections that take care of offenses which is being committed like impersonation and malafide intention of putting messages, all those things. So definitely it's a challenge, and but we should be equipped to deal with that and give justice to the victims. Thank you.
Well, that's a good suggestion. In fact, it's a very interesting topic, and we can have a discussion on this. And in the interest of time, we probably will have to wind up the discussion. And to summarize what our panelists are finding about, that of course, there is the reforms is not only an external, but is also an internal process. So internalizing by each and every state police force, since it happens to be a state subject, is extremely important. We probably need to build, even as as several committees, even in the Ministry of Home Affairs, have recommended, that there need to be a cadre, probably of women police, just probably on the lines as 33% mandated for Panchayati Raj institutions, even in police force, which probably is at less than 10% today. And that will give a big fillip to the confidence of the people, because, a big reason for the distrust of people in police was the police lacking, soft skills, which to a great extent have been taken care of. Action has become very, very cordial, so people have started trusting it. It used to be very frustrating and time consuming, which probably is not the case any longer. And it used to be a costly affair in several different occasions. So, the pendency has gone down, the interaction of citizen with the police force has improved. They're more welcome. Even the majority of police stations have spruced up the infrastructure, so they welcome people rather than deter. So a whole lot of things which have happened have improved the image of the Homeland Security system, increasing the confidence. So what probably needs to be done moving further is not only the reskilling, but probably retraining that takes place already needs to be speeded up, because things are changing faster than expected. The new technologies are coming in, and all our police stations today are computerized. And more importantly, to reach out for CSR funds, which could be a very novel way of having another example of the public-private partnership, helping the police forces to contributing to improve the infrastructure and several other things, so that the service comes back to people. And more importantly, what the panel was talking about, the gentleman mentioned about we have ICJs, which is going to be the motherhood of all the databases, which is what was probably envisaged many years ago in the form of a NAT grid. So this is going to be superimposed as the system, and going to be speeding up the criminal justice system. And fingerprint information system, which has already been introduced in Madhya Pradesh, which was mentioned. Probably, initiatives like these will go a long way in helping to improve the delivery of services, delivery of justice, delivery of or settlement of cases, or in whichever way, reducing dependency. So, gentlemen, lady, we are only one lady here, Dr. Palika Arora. Thank you so much, Mr. Mahesh Kumar Agarwal, Mr. Chanchal Shekhar, Mr. Ramakrishna, and Dr. Loganathan for joining us. Thank you very much for spending time with us. And it's time to go in for the announcement of next round of SKOCH Order of Merit. So please stay with me. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
May I invite Mr. Ajay Chauhan, Director, Gujarat State Aviation Infrastructure Company Limited for Regional Connectivity Scheme. We have Mr. Chauhan with us. We missed him last time.
Sir, on the behalf of Director Ajay Chauhan, I would like to thank the team of SKOCH for giving us the opportunity to showcase our presentation and focus area in aviation sector in Gujarat. Thank you very much.
Congratulations to you. The next one also goes to Mr. Ajay Chauhan, Director, as the Civil Aviation Department, Government of Gujarat, for good sale.
Thank you very much once again for giving us the opportunity, and we are trying our level best to provide the basic aviation infrastructure facility to the state to provide more and more connectivity in all mode of transportation, through helicopter, through air cargo services, and we hope we will be the best in this sector, at least in our country.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Mr. Venu Ganapuram, Principal Scientist, CSIR, National Aerospace Laboratories for Jivam.
Yeah, good afternoon, all of you. Thank you so much, SKOCH and panelists, for choosing me some panelists for this. Yes, CSR is well talked about it and being practiced, but I believe in ISR, that is individualistic social responsibility, and that's what I did in saving lives of doctors during beginning of pandemic, that is April, May 2020, when vaccines development or mutation was not available, and this is purely individualistic and personal project, and I could deliver this for individual social responsibility. Thank you so much for choosing me.
Congratulations. Mrs. Sujana Bodapalli, Assistant Environmental Engineer from Amada Lavalasa Municipality, conversion of open defecation area into...
Can I come in, sir? Please.
Okay. Sir, थोड़ा सा अभी
Ms. Bodapalli. Mr. B. Sridhar, Chairman and Managing Director, Andhra Pradesh Power Transmission Corporation Limited, for AP Transco Network Maintenance and Monitoring Information System.
Good afternoon, sir. On behalf of AP Transco.
We can hear you, ma'am. Please go ahead.
Good afternoon, sir. On behalf of AP Transco. The thank you for selecting AP Transco as order of and for presentation. And also for the system studies, the process is very simple and very efficiently they can perform the duties. Similarly, by integrating the real-time SCADA data with GIS, our LDC and SRLDC are able to monitor the surroundings, and also various airports developed for the monitoring project and under the project progress. And it is useful for students and
congratulations. The next one also goes to Andhra Pradesh Power Transmission Corporation Limited for power demand. K. Santosha Rao, Chairman and Managing Director, Andhra Pradesh Southern Power Distribution Company, for robot technology and customers.
Good afternoon to all.
Good afternoon.
This is Siva Prasad Reddy, Director Projects and IT. He is speaking on behalf of our CMD. Our CMD is involved in APR's public hearing at Vizag.
हो गया सर.
So thank you.
हो रहा है, अनम्यूट हो रहा है.
SPDC
अनम्यूट
delighted.
हो रहा है सर में. हाँ.
Yeah, delighted to be part in this SKOCH award. This Zoom.
हाँ, वीडियो ऑन है और अनम्यूट भी हो रहा है.
Yeah. This is actually this is robocall is a facility provided to all electricity consumers in the southern power distribution area, so as to ensure that is the quality disposal of the concern. This is the thing we are implementing successfully. This 1912 is an online, not only is the calling app, we are connecting all our section officers around 1900 locations. Our sections and substations, everything is we are able to connect to this 1912 facility. We are still in the process of improvising it. Thank you one and all. And definitely this AP is SPDCL is connecting the all substations, and nearly 10,000 our employees are connected with our mobile app application. They are thoroughly verifying on spot the condition any status of the complaint, and immediately they are attending and they are giving feedback to the center so as to resolve the all grievances within the resolving time, and which is in timely reviewing by the APRC. APRC is as per the SOP norms whether the all grievances are being disposed or not. This APRC is also pursuing and penalizing the DISCOM for any default. So that is the system we are following. So penalties, auto penalty, that is automatic penalty also we are paying for the consumers for our default services if any. So that way we are in a better position in resolving the all concerns of our customers to the best satisfaction. And also this robo calls facility is ensuring that also. That system is ensuring whether we are a disposal is as per the visualized data, we are disposing it, and the APRC also monitoring and penalizing the DISCOM if any fault in the service levels rendered to the consumer. That's all. Thank you, sir.
Congratulations once again. Mr. Sabbi Siva Ramakrishna, Municipal Commissioner from Bhimavaram Municipality, Housing for All under PMAY. Siva Ramakrishna. The next one also goes to Bhimavaram Municipality, E-Parichay. Mr. Sataru Srinivasa Rao, Municipal Commissioner from Bobili Municipality. Beg your pardon. Sanitation and Septage Management, Bobili Municipality.
Sir, Sivaramakrishna Sabbi sir, from Bhimavaram Municipality, Andhra Pradesh.
Yes, Mr. Siva Ramakrishna. Housing for All under PMAY for you.
Yes, sir.
And one more, that is E-Parichay.
Yes, sir.
Municipality.
Yes, sir. Sir, right now, previously I worked as a Tadipatri Commissioner, sir. Right now, I'm in West Godavari district, new district formed, sir. So the district headquarters, West Godavari. We submitting these two nominations, sir, E-Parichay and Housing for All, sir. And we are nearly 16,000 beneficiaries we are constructing here in both two types, sir. One is for already built up houses, sir. That is a TIDCO housing system. And the other one is 1 cent site is allotted and housing unit was constructed by a housing corporation. Both are nearly 16,000 families got the benefits, sir, under this scheme, sir. And including this E-Parichay, we are introducing all it's a paperless office, sir, right now. All the correspondence from government or from citizen grievances or public grievances or through online, sir. It's a paperless and it's a time bound and transparent and accountable work we are doing here, sir. We are very much thankful to the SKOCH group, sir. Now this is my nearly I got this 49th, I think so, sir, award from the different municipalities where I worked. I submit the different types of projects, and all are recognized my services, and I'm very much thankful to you, sir. And it's very encouraging me to do more work in future with accountable and transparent, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
I'm sure you have done such wonderful work wherever you have been, and repeatedly you have been on SKOCH platform. Your work has been looked at. Keep up the good work, and love to keep interacting with you. Congratulations.
Thank you very much, sir.
Municipal Commissioner, Mr. Sataru Srinivasa Rao from Bobili Municipality. Is he with us? Chandigarh Renewable Energy and Science and Technology Promotion Society, Mr. Devendra Dalai.
Sir, good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon, everybody. So, thank you very much, organizers. This is Devendra Dalai, Chief Executive Officer of Chandigarh Renewable Energy Science and Technology Promotion Society. This project is a very unique project. As you all know, that Chandigarh is fast developing as a clean, green and a smart city. And rooftop solar, we are very aggressively promoting rooftop solar because of the land constraints here in Chandigarh is only 114 square kilometer area. So whatever rooftop is available, we are trying to tap the entire rooftop of the city. And this is a very unique project because this project has been installed in a land neutral place, that is a lake, which is a perennial lake. Over that we have put this floating solar, and besides generating almost like 7 lakhs of unit of power from this 500 kilowatt of solar power project, we have installed 3 very beautiful fountains also. So it beautifies the entire lake area where people, they go for the walking for the morning and evening, and a lot of tourists also they go there. So this fountain also beautifies the place. But besides that, this electricity generation also, it helps in offsetting the electricity demand of the entire forest department of Chandigarh administration. And this because of this floating solar and as well as the fountains, what you do actually, it generates not only the more electricity, it reduces the evaporation reduction also on the water body. So taking clue from this project, we have installed another project of 2 megawatt, which was the foundation stone was laid by our Honorable President of India, and the project is going to be inaugurated in another 2-3 days time. This is going to be another interesting project, and this is North India's largest floating solar project. So this is what we wanted to showcase. This is a unique project so that we can harness solar energy for producing green energy. Thank you very much.
Congratulations. Has this already been operational? All these 500?
It is already operational. Both the project. This one 500 kilowatt is already operational in Danas Lake. And taking experience from this, we have installed another one which has been installed in a record time of just 2 months time. By 31st of December, it is already commissioned and operational. Both the projects are operational now.
Mr. R. Kirlosh Kumar, Managing Director, Chennai Metropolitan Water Supply and Sewerage Board, Sustainable Water Source Augmentation, Circular Water Economy.
Good evening, sir. This is Deshankar, Executive Engineer from Chennai Metropolitan Water Supply Board. I thank the SKOCH team for awarding us for this critical project on behalf of our Managing Director and Chennai Metropolitan Water Supply Board. It's an important work we have done in the sector water economy, and to build the resilience also we are to this project. Thank you.
Congratulations. Thank you. Mr. Alok Katiyar, Chief Executive Officer, Chhattisgarh State Renewable Energy Development Agency, Saur Sujala Scheme.
I am Sanjeev Jain, Chief Engineer, Chhattisgarh Renewable Energy Development Agency. My CEO Katiyar Saab is in a meeting. He is in some meeting. He could not come to this event. On behalf of Chhattisgarh Renewable Energy Development Agency, I would like to thank the SKOCH team for the recognition of this intervention in the states. Sir, under this scheme, we have installed the solar photovoltaic pump under the off-grid and where there is no electricity. And this has created a lot of change in the livelihood of the farmers, rural farmers. So far, in the last 6 years, we could have installed more than 1,20,000 pumps in the states. And I would like to mention that the highest pump installed everywhere in India. And the Kusum scheme of the component, Pradhan Mantri, the application of the scheme. and we are trying to cover the entire state with the solar photovoltaic power plant for the improvement of their livelihood and for the irrigation system. Thank you, sir.
Congratulations. Dr. J. Aruna, Municipal Commissioner, Chittoor Municipal Corporation, for Waste to Green. Justice S. H. Shastri, Chairman, Delhi Electricity Regulatory Commission, Energy Efficiency, Prime Mover of Energy Independence. Yet another one for Delhi Electricity Regulatory Commission for Alternative Dispute Resolution Measures for Consumer under Electricity Act 2003. Mr. H. Dinesham, Director, Department of Panchayats, Government of Kerala, Integrated Local Governance Management System. Urban Governance End-to-End Online Building Approval, Plan Approval from Directorate of Municipal Administration, Government of Tamil Nadu.
Good afternoon.
Director.
Good afternoon. I am Gopalakrishnan, Deputy Director, representing our Director, Mr. Ponnaya. Thank you for selecting semi-finalists. We are doing the end-to-end online process for the building approval, which contributes ease of doing business. We also stood in the second rank in all over India. That is our guidance department. Further, we are in the process of integrating with all other NOC departments to integrate with them to our system to further supporting the ease of doing business. Thank you for awarding us. Thank you very much.
Congratulations. Ms. Neha Sharma, Director, Directorate of Urban Local Bodies, Government of Uttar Pradesh for E-Vetan. Holistic Transformation of Schools, Education Department, Greater Chennai Corporation. Sir Gagandeep Singh Bedi, Commissioner.
Good afternoon. I'm Sneha here, the Deputy Commissioner of Education. I'm representing the Commissioner of Greater Chennai Corporation, Gagandeep Singh Bedi, and on behalf of the Greater Chennai Corporation and the entire team, I thank you for considering us for the SKOCH Order of Merit for our Holistic Transformation of School project. Thank you.
Congratulations. Full-fledged digital substation, Gujarat Energy Transmission Corporation, Mr. Upendra Pandey, Managing Director.
Good afternoon. Thank you, SKOCH Group, for giving this opportunity to join at this level. It's a matter of really great pride for us to reach to this level, prestigious one for us. JETCO has adopted digitalization with substation technology right in the year 2012 at Bay level, and now we have full-fledged digital substation in our system at Sevalia. All substation functionalities are through high-speed optical fiber communication network. It is a very innovative, unique and extraordinary feature. It has got some special features like fail-proof tripping. It has added redundancy and flexibility with unique feature of automated switching over to alternate merging unit for sampling. It has simplified control and protection panels. It provides enhanced safety and high intelligence to the substation. Thank you for choosing us for this level.
Congratulations once again. I now invite Mr. M. Prasanna Kumar, Managing Director, Gujarat State Electricity Corporation Limited for the 5S Workplace Management System. Rainwater Harvesting, Hyderabad Metropolitan Water Supply and Sewerage Board, Mr. Dana Kishore, Managing Director.
Thank you very much.
Mr. Kishore. Would you like to say something? I'm not able to hear you. Your voice is not able to reach us. We can't hear you. We'll have to move on to the next announcement, please. We are not able to hear you at all. Thank you very much for being with us, and congratulations to you and the entire team. Now I invite Mr. K. Ramesh, Municipal Commissioner, Kakinada Municipal Corporation, for virtual and digital classrooms. Mr. A. Bhargav Teja, Municipal Commissioner from Kurnool Municipal Corporation, wet waste to organic fertilizer. Mr. E.V. Ramana Babu, Municipal Commissioner, Clean Macherla, Green Macherla Municipality.
Sir, good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Sir, good evening. It's a great to meet you. My name is E.V. Ramana Babu, working as Municipal Commissioner, Macherla, Panna District, Andhra Pradesh, sir. On behalf of my staff and citizens of Macherla Municipality, I am here to extend my vote of thanks to all jury members and panel members, mentors, and co-participants for gracing me this opportunity and your valuable time, sir. We have succeeded in changing the face of Macherla Municipality by Clean Macherla and Green Macherla, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
Congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
Mr. Dinesh Wagmare, Chairman and Managing Director, Maharashtra State Electricity Transmission Company Limited, for utilization of drones for EHV line patrolling. Mr. Praveen Kumar, Commissioner and Director, implementation of finance module under e-municipal ERP, Municipal Administration and Urban Development Department of Andhra Pradesh.
Thank you all the SKOCH team. On behalf of our CDMA, Mr. Praveen Kumar, I am speaking. Our finance module under e-municipal ERP is a unique module which is being implemented in all ULBs, duly capturing the receipts and expenditure online immediately, which is enabling us to prepare financial statements and to meet all the reforms. Thank you for choosing this module.
Congratulations. Next one also goes to Mr. Praveen Kumar for capital value system in levy of property tax by adopting flow rates.
Thank you once again.
And Urban Development Department, Andhra Pradesh.
Thank you once again. On behalf of our CDMA, actually the Andhra Pradesh is the state which had implemented in all ULBs the capital value method of taxation basing on the guideline values of the registration department as per the FRBM reforms as well as the 15th Finance Commission reforms. And we have successfully implemented, and our revenue has been raised from 1/4/2021. We had implemented this system, and there is a very much increase in our revenues also. And the best feature is every year, basing on the guideline values, we could able to raise our revenues to meet the increasing expenditure of the ULBs. Thank you once again for choosing our
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Municipal Corporation Uluru, rejuvenation of Krishna Uluru Canal, Mr. Shahid Shaikh, Municipal Commissioner. The next one also goes to Municipal Corporation Uluru, transformation and beautification of garbage vulnerable points, Mr. Shaikh, Municipal Commissioner. Mr. K. Venkatarami Reddy, Municipal Commissioner from Nagari Municipality, Environment Sanitation. Narsipatnam Municipality, Mr. Nama K. Rao, Municipal Commissioner, Solid and Liquid Waste Management. Northern Power Distribution Company of Telangana, Mr. A. Gopal Rao, Chairman and Managing Director, IRDA GPRS enabled integrated spot billing.
Good afternoon. This is Gopal Rao, CMD and PDCL Warangal. We have introduced IRDA GPRS enabled integrated spot billing, by which we are able to achieve 100% billing, where removing the human interference in billing, bring down the errors in billing, reduce bill related complaints, enabling automatic updating of consumer ledger of DISCOM. This is facilities online bill payment through net banking, credit and debit card. These are the benefits. Another benefits of the IRDA enabled integrated spot billing is elimination of errors in meter reading, leading to improvement in revenue and reducing the consumer complaints. This is one of the most important thing is reducing the consumer complaints. Drastic reduction in bill-related complaints after the introduction of IRDA metering. The error in billing, which used to previously range between 10 to 15%, has been eliminated. Really enabling automatic updating of consumer ledger of DISCOM, facilitating consumers for payment through net banking and credit debit card. 88.52% of the total metered consumers are provided billing with GPRS enabled IRDA metering. This is really giving very good results. 37.86 lakh consumers are provided monthly bills under GPRS enabled integrated spot billing. So consumers are given a bills immediately and SMS also sent to consumers. Automation of capturing the consumption information and bill generation through use of IR based communication. So contactless billing with 100% success rate, real-time data transfer, elimination of errors in billing and zero disputes, ensuring uniformity in billing cycle, thereby benefit of billing slab for consumers. Cost-effective IRDA enabled integrated spot billing. The cost effectiveness of the project procurement of GPRS enabled integrated spot billing is one-time capital investment and GPRS SIM card cost. That is the only expenditure. Cost of single phase IRDA meter is rupees 800 and three-phase IRDA meter is 2,200 approximately, which is substantially lower than smart meters, which offers similar benefits and accurate meter reading without manual intervention. So the average cost of the bill in INR 2, INR 4 as compared to typically INR 6 and INR 10 for other billing methods. So this is how we are improving the billing and we are also improving the revenues of the utility. So
congratulations, Mr. Rao.
Thank you very much for having chosen.
Opportunity to interact with you in our next panel. Thank you very much for being with us.
Okay.
The next one also goes to the Northern Power Distribution Company of Telangana for distributed solar energy. Mr. Rao, CMD. Please unmute yourself.
See, the first time in the country, Telangana has adopted a distribution power of the solar power. Previously, we used to have a solar parks. Thereby, the solar power generated is to be distributed to various places in the state at longer distances. To avoid all these things, what we made is, it has been distributed over all the Telangana state in almost all the districts. As a result, we have reduced the length of line, we have reduced the losses, we have improved the voltage levels. As a result, we are able to get a very good result in distributed power generation. As it is, we are getting a very good solar power. As you all know, we are basically agriculture is the consumption to the extent of 30 to 40%, and that too daytime we are getting most of the solar power generator out of the 3,754 megawatt generation installed capacity. We are able to feed the agriculture consumers to the extent of all the agriculture is 24 hours per day throughout the year. This is at freely we are supplying agricultural consumers power for 24/7 hours using all this. In spite of this, we are also going for the rooftop solar energy. That is also fetching
many congratulations. And
this is how
in our next panel,
thank
we
you.
will have an opportunity to interact with you on these matters and try and understand them more. Thank you very much.
So this is how we are prospering in Telangana state. Especially in the electricity organization, we are much ahead, and our per capita consumption has also gone up like anything. Even we have topped the entire country. This is how our Honorable Chief Minister vision has been successful in electricity and in feeding the agriculture. Not only agriculture, all type of consumers are very happy under the
Thank you very much for sharing this detail.
Rule of.
Now we'll have to move on. Thank you so much. We will interact with you soon. I now invite Dr. Akanksha Bhaskar, Joint Secretary, Government of West Bengal, Panchayats and Rural Development Department, Bangla, Para, Baitak, under GPDP. Mr. J. Gandhi, Chief Engineer, Paschim Gujarat Witch Company, AMR of LT Industrial Consumers. Ramachandrapuram Municipality, Mr. Shrikant Reddy, Municipal Commissioner, upgradation of school infrastructure through implementation of Manabadi Nadu Nedu program. Dr. Sandeep Rathore, Special Secretary, Rural Development Department, Government of Tripura, Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana Grameen. Development of integrated municipal solid waste management system for urban and industrial areas. Silvassa Municipal Council, Dr. Sunab Singh, Chief Officer. Mr. G. Raghumar Reddy, Chairman and Managing Director, Southern Power Distribution Company of Telangana. Performance improvement measures. Online Consumer Services, Southern Power Distribution Company of Telangana, Mr. G. Raghumar Reddy, CMD. Operational Efficiency Improvement Measures, Southern Power Distribution Company of Telangana, Mr. G. Raghumar Reddy once again. State Institute of Rural Development and Panchayati Raj, Tamil Nadu, capacity building of Panchayati Raj elected representatives, Ms. S. Devanyati, Director.
It's a very good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
And we are from Tamil Nadu, the State Institute of Rural Development. We are making a capacity building of the Panchayat Raj institutions from the state level, district level, and the block level and the panchayat level. Whatever the newly elected persons, wherever they are, we accustom them entirely, handhold them in their business, and also in all the Panchayat Raj and the rural development scheme. We have an entire team and a very good video lab here, which will cover approximately 1,19,000 people across the state. So we have very well handholded them, and we are in the progress and updating all the better developments that are happening there. Thank you.
Congratulations. State Urban Development Agency, Uttar Pradesh, Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana Urban, Yashu Rustagi, Director. Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana, State Urban Development Agency, Uttar Pradesh. Yet another one for State Urban Development Agency, UP, PM Street Vendor Atmanirbhar Nidhi, PM Swanidhi. Mr. Nirmal Raj James Alexander, Chief Community Development Officer for Project Livelihood, Tamil Nadu Urban Habitats Development Board.
Good evening to you all. It gives me immense pleasure to represent our MD of the Tamil Nadu Urban Habitat Development Board. We work for the development of the urban poor from the objectionable areas, and through this livelihood and this education support, we give them preference to come up with their life with better livelihood, education support under the scholarship Under the CSR programs, we help them to come up in life right from their higher education. And we have a follow-up with them, we motivate them so that their life have a better life and future. And we thank the SKOCH team for selecting us, which will motivate us to do further more and achieve our motto of the board, God we shall see the smile of the poor. Thank you all.
Congratulations. Next one also goes to Tamil Nadu Urban Habitat Development Board for education support.
Thank you all for selecting the second one also. This is as the families are researching from different places, we provide them the skill. This is the education support. Yeah, with education support, the last one we give the skill training also, because we feel education is the best investment that India can make. So when these people have a better education, they will have a better outlook of life and better attitude, and they will contribute more to the development of the country. So we thank once again the SKOCH team for selecting us, and with this encouragement, we will further march towards the development of the urban poor. Thank you.
Congratulations once again. Tumani Municipality Commissioner Mr. BJSP Raju, nature-friendly composting methods in urban areas. Mr. Dharmendra Pratap Singh, Mission Director, Urban Development Department, Government of Uttar Pradesh, Smart City Central Digital Monitoring Center.
Thank you so much. This project, Smart City Central Digital Monitoring System, is the unique project which connect all 16 municipal corporations of Uttar Pradesh. Their control and command centers are connected at one place in the Uttar Pradesh, Lucknow. And by this system, we are monitoring and controlling many municipal services, environmental pollution and traffic on different parameters. And this is very useful to evaluate municipal services and other services. I am extending my thanks to SKOCH for recognizing our efforts. Thank you so much.
Congratulations. LT Spacer Provisions, Uttar Gujarat Wych Company Limited, Mr. V.M. Shroff, Chief Engineer. Uttar Gujarat Wych Company Limited.
Thanks, SKOCH organizer, for providing opportunity for interaction. UGVCL has installed spacer on electrical LT line for the reduction of LT line accidents and making the LT line network more robust. With the installation of LT line spacer on overhead line in urban area, rural area and agricultural land, we have achieved zero accident goal because of snapping of conductor and leakage current incident. Further, in our agriculture area, because of LT line sparking, there are probe burning issues are arising. So we have controlled this problem also by installation of LT spacer. And further, we have protected our transformer failure, burning of LT PVC cable and LT line failure in that area. We have achieved zero accident spacer installation LT line area during this financial year. And we have installed 73,000 kilometers LT line with spacers at more than 1.4 lakh locations with an annual saving of 68 lakh. Thank you, SKOCH organization.
Thank you so much for being with us, and congratulations to you in the entire team. Vasandu Kuttavam project.
It's Vasandu Kuttavam project. Good evening all. On behalf of Divyadarshini ma'am, I am representing. My name is Satish Kumar, Associate Chief Operating Officer, MIS. Thank you so much for the opportunity given by this SKOCH. And we are developing this project for the Vasandu Kuttavam project, Tamil Nadu Rural Transformation. It's purely of MGP grant online MIS portal. Thank you so much.
Congratulations. Mr. R. Sri Ramulu Naidu, Municipal Commissioner, Vizianagaram Municipal Corporation for e-governance at doorstep through village and ward secretariats.
Thank you so much, sir. May I audible, sir?
Yes, you are.
Yes. Thank you so much, the entire jury and the panel members for selecting the Municipal Corporation of Vizianagaram for the e-governance at the doorstep ward secretariats. Actually, this is one of the most important and unique idea introduced by the beloved Chief Minister Y.S. Jagan Mohan Reddy after assuming the charge in Andhra Pradesh. Here in the village, every 1,000 households there is a secretariat. Each secretariat having a 10 specialist direct recruiting employees. Each one is working in a separate streams, just like agriculture, education, health, and different kinds of municipal services and everything. So this is one of the best model in the country. We are able to, whatever the government expected from the ward and village secretariats, everything is going on in expected level. So we are very happy to inform you that not only the service delivery system, the governance also, the grievance mechanism system, and the citizen feedback system, whatever the services rendered by the municipality or the Panchayati Raj. Again, the government check the satisfaction level of the citizens after delivering the services. This kind of a beautiful system is working in Andhra Pradesh. Because of this, we are very thankful to you, sir, and the entire jury members for giving us such a great opportunity.
So congratulations once again, and thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, this brings us to the end of the announcement of SKOCH semi-finalist order of merit for the current round.
Excuse me, sir. This is from AP Transco, sir. AP SLDC.
AP Transco.
AP SLDC, sir. Regarding forecast model we have developed, regarding that I want to say a few words, sir.
Just a minute. Let me just bring it up on the screen. What is the name of your project?
Load demand forecast, sir. AP SLDC, Andhra Pradesh State Load Dispatch Center, sir. We have developed, first of all, let me, on behalf of AP SLDC, we convey heartfelt thanks to SKOCH, sir, for the merit order, sir. Actually, we have developed in-house developed electricity power demand forecasting model, sir, using artificial intelligence and machine learning, sir. This is actually enabling us to make right decisions on electricity demand and supply management of grid and minimizing power purchase cost also, sir. Our state government policy is to ensure 24 hours uninterrupted supply at the least cost power supply, sir, to the consumers. The developed forecast tool is helping us to manage AP state grid supply and demand to maintain grid discipline. And also it is very much helpful in purchasing cost effective power, sir. And ultimately it is benefiting the consumer, sir. So we are able to forecast our demand day ahead, and we are in the process of implementing the same in the intraday, within the day also, sir. So this tool is first of its kind in India, developed by APSLDC, sir.
This is the project you've been talking about, power demand forecasting using AI and ML.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. This is power demand forecasting using artificial intelligence and machine learning. This is in-house developed by our own team, sir, APSLDC. It is the first of its kind in India, sir. Okay. We are forecasting day ahead load so that we can balance the generation and load, so that we can eliminate the penalties, deviation settlement mechanism, and also we are able to manage the grid within the discipline code of grid code, sir. So, and also we are able to procure power at a cheaper rate. So ultimately the benefit goes to the consumer, sir. So also
we are able to kind of curtail load reliefs and immediate curtailment of power to consumers also, sir. So this is very much helpful to AP grid, sir, and also to the consumer also. We are able to contain to procure the power in the day-ahead market and the same-day market at the optimum rate. It is the least cost, sir. Thank you, sir.
Congratulations. Many, many congratulations to you.
Thank you, sir.
So thank you very much for being with us. And it's time to go in for our next panel discussion on innovations in power and energy. And let me invite our panelists today. We have with us Mr. A. Gopal Rao, who is CMD of Northern Power Distribution Company of Telangana. He joined as technical assistant in erstwhile APSEB in the year 1969 and rose to the position of chief engineer. After having served for 34 years in various cadres in APSEB and PDCL, he retired as chief engineer in the year 2003. Prior to joining TSN PDCL, he served as OSD from August 2003 to July 2004. He's on company board of directors as chairman and managing director since 2016. His enormous contributions include engagement in initiatives like distributed solar energy, IRDA GPRS-enabled integrated spot billing, which he has already talked about, including the 24 hours power supply to all consumers. Welcome, sir. Mr. Dinesh Wagmare, CMD Maharashtra State Electricity Transmission Company, Maharashtra. He's worked in a variety of areas ranging from land revenue management to rural development during the course of his career. He was also the additional commissioner, social justice and empowerment, tribal welfare department, Nagpur for a short time. He served as principal secretary of the Maharashtra government social justice and special assistance department. Mr. Upendra Pandey, managing director, Gujarat Energy Transmission Corporation Limited. He was earlier executive director of corporate planning and vigilance at Power Grid. Over the last 36 years, he has worked across distribution systems, vigilance, corporate planning, regulatory cell, and so on. Just a month after joining as MD, Gujarat Energy Transmission Corporation was struck by Tokte cyclone. He ensured that GETCO restores the entire network in the shortest span of time and brought things back to normal. Mr. Debendra Dalai, who is CEO of Chandigarh Renewable Energy and Science and Technology Promotion Society, is a master's in science. He's also chief conservator of forests and special secretary forests. He was earlier senior deputy director Forest Survey of India and served in Daman and Diu, Dadra and Nagar Haveli, Goa, and Andaman and Nicobar Islands. A multifarious personality, he has handled departments like tourism, environment, pollution control, rural development, renewable energy, and science and technology. In place of Mr. Katiyar, we are joined by Mr. Sanjeev Jain, who is consultant projects with Chhattisgarh State Renewable Energy Development Agency. Welcome to you all to this panel. Just to set the agenda of discussion and the framework, we all understand that the digital technologies have made deep inroads and foray into the power sector. Several initiatives have been launched by the government to promote more efficient grid management, energy accounting, metering, so on and so forth. If you have to refer to the CEA's one of the recent reports, the electricity requirement of the country by 2029-30 is projected to be at 871 gigawatts, approximately a four-fold increase from the current peak of 189. That means to say that the reliance on emerging technologies, including virtual reality, augmented reality, mixed reality, so on and so forth, will gain traction and momentum in case we have to ramp up the capacities and also serve the sector. There's a flip side. DISCOMs, even today, rely very heavily on subsidies from state governments and face heavy losses. Many of the at many places, the power is supplied at tariffs which are below cost of supply. And the T&D losses also keep on posing a challenge, which is coupled with thefts. Another, cross subsidy from industrial and commercial customers to agricultural and residential customers is another problem. It does not reflect the true cost of supply. So that is something which, again, a situation that we have been facing. Talk about renewable energies. We have accelerated the production, manufacturing necessary equipment, constructing energy storage facilities, and are in a bit to stride big towards the accomplishment of our 500 gigawatt renewable energy target by 2030. We are expecting in the budget 23, the power ministries will increase the budget outlay for the flagship revamped distribution sector scheme, RDSS, commonly known as, with an aim to cover more households with prepaid smart meters and reducing the aggregate technical and commercial losses across. So there is a huge amount of innovation and investment in the clean energy sector. So we are looking at a gamut of whole lot of activities, whole lot of movement towards achievement of our respective targets, yet trying to clean up the mess, which is what has been accumulated. So my first question to the panel, I'll go over each panelist one by one, requesting you to kindly keep your comments limited in 3 minutes so that we have everyone's commenting on that, and then we move on to the next question. So the first one is, what is the state of readiness for technology adoption, sustainable alternatives, and digitization to help achieve these targets and meeting consumer demands, the challenges that we face? So let me start with Mr. Rao. Mr. Rao? Maybe he's logged out, so we'll wait for him to come back. We have Mr. Wagmare with us. Mr. Wagmare?
Good afternoon to all.
Good afternoon.
So actually, as far as innovation in power and energy sector is concerned, as you rightly pointed out, there is a lot of renewable energy. So basically now, the percentage of renewable energy in grid is around 10% to 15%, depending on the states. Maybe Karnataka may be much higher at the 40%, whereas some states are much lower rate of 5%. And of course, there are actually regulations by Government of India as well as by the Electricity Regulatory Commission to mandatorily procure green energy. And our Honorable Prime Minister has given a target of around 500 gigawatt of renewable energy by 2013, and that's a huge task. And basically, all this green energy will be basically coming from solar energy and wind energy. And in fact, the problem is that our traditional system is like a fixed generation, transmission, and fixed distribution. But then renewable energy poses a greater challenge of basically, one thing is that renewable energy are in the distributed places, and it's uncertain. So actually getting fixed supply of wind energy depends upon wind conditions, and also on cloudy days you may not get solar energy. Plus this energy is not available on 24/7 level. And basic problem to the grid operators is catering to the peak demand. So as per some study, like 20% of our generation capacity is tied up with only 2% to 5% of peak demand load. And in fact, all this peak demand load is basically catered through fossil fuel based generators, which is basically coal and oil based generator. So in fact, integration with the grid is important. And for that, basically for large scale renewable, it's putting a lot of strain on grid, national grid, as well as the state level grid. And for that, from MSCDCL side, we are actually adopting various measures, like we're putting wide area measurement units and phasor measurement units. So basically, input from these kind of units will help to have more reliable and sustainable grid. Then energy storage solution is also important. So like to meet out the gap between renewable energy generation and the typical load demand. And after that, energy storage solution, pumped hydro now constitute the highest percentage, like maybe 60 to 70% of energy storage is coming from pumped hydro. But there is great potential for the battery energy storage system. But then current cost of the battery energy storage system does not make it commercially viable. So the technology should come up and maybe cost effective, better technology should come so that the cost of the battery solution will come down. Another sector coming with a very, in fact, aggressive way is the green hydrogen. And green hydrogen, there are a lot of incentive actually given by the government of India in terms of waiver in interstate transmission charges, as well as banking is given monthly bank. Also, state government is also, in fact, promoting green hydrogen by giving land at concession rate and water at the concession rate. So there also, like the cost of electrolyzer is also basically a key factor. And if the cost of electrolyzer comes down, then green hydrogen will become more sustainable. And basically, automation is important, and automation in distribution sector is the most important. And in fact, through RDSS scheme, Government of India has actually pushed automation in a big way, and a lot of fund is available for advanced metering infrastructure and smart meters. In fact, in Maharashtra, the biggest power utility, MSCDCL is installing almost 1.5 crore of smart meters. And these smart meters not just like basically will make meter reading automated, but then it should be two-way process. Like this smart meter should have two-way communication from consumer level to utility and from utility to consumer. And that way the consumer should will be able to utilize the time of use facility, and as well as utility will be able to control the various devices of consumer through home automation system. So these are actually some of the challenges, I think. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Rao has joined us. So my question to him is exactly the same, that what is the state of readiness for technology adoption, sustainable alternatives, and digitalization to help achieve the targeted objectives and meeting consumer demands. Mr. Rao.
Good afternoon. The very importance of electricity is rapidly increasing, and per capita consumption is one of the basic factors to know the improvement of the country. Likewise, so now thing is the demand is more, the generation and the various sources are there. There is thermal generation, hydro generation these are the two old sources. Now coming to the solar generation, that has really helped us, because India is one of the country where we have got a huge potential of solar. So that the Honorable Prime Minister is very much interested to use this solar energy. As the earlier speaker has already told, see, we are really depending upon the solar energy. Solar energy, and again, banking of the energy is also an important, because the demand is varying from place to place. See, Telangana, we are more agriculture oriented. There are different types of soils are there, different type of industries are there. To coordinate all these, we need an integrated system of controlling the power availability to see that it is fed to the needy consumers. Some of the industries now we may have to shift to the night. See, in our system, we are running the lift irrigation pumps during the night hours. That is the management. The demand side management we are adopting by using the power during the night for lifting the water from, we see we are lifting the water to the extent of 500 to 600 meters height, so that entire northern Telangana is now full of water, and ground water level has increased by 2 to 3 meters. As a result, our paddy production and economic conditions have increased enormously, and our people are very much interested. And we are not only interested in the developed areas, we are even extending our lines, three-phase power supply to the nook and corner of the country, including the forest areas. See, we are also trying to take the help of the forest, and we are trying to extend the three-phase power supply to the even the forest area people, where the Adivasis and Girijans are residing. Now they are accustomed to cultivate the agriculture, develop their economic conditions. See, this is how our power is being utilized by our honorable state chief minister, and the government is very much interested to increase. Regarding the use of the digitalization, see, this is one of the important part. As IT has improved a lot, now we must see, now we are having a state, not only state LDCs, we have got a regional LDCs and the national LDCs. These are the three utilities. We are really monitoring the demand and supply. Where the needy person is there, they are trying to push. Now the entire lines, or now we are extending the supply at 765 kV. This is one of the important thing, how we can reduce the losses, how we can transmit the power from to distant places. Not only this, the our development is this. We are also trying to transmit the power by DC system. That is also really giving it eradicates the reactive power. See, as a reactive power with very high voltages, that is also giving some trouble. As a result, we are trying to switch to the DC currents transmission at higher voltages. All these developments are being keenly watched by the central and state governments, and trying to adopt the new methods to improve the not only the production, to improve the distribution system, to improve the transmission system, and make available the power throughout the country wherever they are in need, either through banking or, as the earlier speaker said, hydrogen is one of the important things. Of course, now we are not going for the nuclear power. Nuclear power is also establishing a nuclear power is one of the huge project, and it requires a huge capital investment. Even now, though we are having a 2 or 3 nuclear plants, the power cost from the nuclear power is not that cheap when compared to the solar power. Solar power we are getting at 2 rupees or even below 2 rupees. Whereas the nuclear power we are getting at 4 or 5 rupees. So the at present nuclear power is also not that economic. Economically speaking, solar is the cheaper power, but solar is also floating also is that nowadays we are also floating using the reservoirs as a source to develop the solar energy from that area also. So this is the way how we are utilizing the power. So this is what is required, and we are trying all our best. All the electricity organizations are trying their best under the leadership of the state and central governments. How best.
Let me come back to you with the next question. In the meanwhile, allow me to ask the next panelist, Mr. Pandey, for his inputs, for his submission. Mr. Pandey.
Yeah, thank you. In fact, you were talking about digitalization, and today we were selected for your order of merit. That was for full-fledged digital substation at Sevalia. So that itself sets the tone for this subject very well. When we talk about digitalization, in fact, I should go slightly step ahead, and your topic was basically innovation. So I say result of innovation should always be improvements. And the result of actually in electricity sector, it should increase reliability, it should increase quality in power supply, and should promote cheaper power and should foster growth. But I feel most important is there should be sustainability. So what has been talked already, I won't cover that part, and I would directly come to sustainability part. India has really made significant progress in this sector, and really we have made a fantastic and ambitious target of 100 gigawatt. Aligning that by the state of Gujarat, we too have started thinking that direction. And one unique thing I would like to add, we have identified one green substation. Green substation means it will be completely green in ecosystem, which will have various state-of-art technologies like natural ester oil field transformers. It will have net energy zero concept, energy conservation and energy efficient equipment would be installed there, and overall it will be carbon neutral substation in terms of energy utilization. We have selected one substation named Sargasan, and very soon it will be in place with all this concept. To further take it, it gives me really immense pleasure to convey that JETCO has been conferred with the second highest cumulative transmission capacity, more than 12,000 MVA, and transmission lines more than 7,200 circuit kilometer for RE power integration from Association of Renewable Energy Agencies of States, MNRE at Kochi in Kerala in 2022. Our GNL subsidiaries, they have set up a specific cell decarbonization cell with an aim to prepare blueprint for decarbonization of energy sector in Gujarat. JETCO, transmission wing of this, has already installed 15 GIS substations and 5 hybrid substations, which not only provide reliability, but also reduces land footprint to 60% otherwise which is consumed for AIS conventional substations. Further, we have adopted multi-circuit towers, narrow-based towers, and even monopole type of towers wherever at a selected places it is feasible to further reduce ground footprint of the tower transmission line corridor. Talking about specific digitalization, we have already system automation systems in place. We have wide area monitoring system in place. We have introduced drone patrolling. We have trialed it, and on its successful operation, we are going to implement it at a larger scale. Much talked about battery storage. I would see what has really been done in Gujarat. GUNL, our group company, they have put up tender for procurement of power from 500 gigawatt grid connected renewable energy projects with assured peak power supply along with energy storage system. And another generating arm of this subsidiary company, GSEC, has awarded the work of installation and operation and maintenance of 35 megawatt solar PV connected power plant along with minimum 57 MVH battery energy storage system, and it is awarded for 12 years including O&M part. When we are thinking of so massive work, in coming days, we cannot really work without innovation and all technologies. We are trying to bring in more and more technology. Even in GIS, we are thinking of putting a vertical and underground substations for that. Okay. And we are trying to increase ampacity of corridor so that existing same corridor can take higher power along the same corridor. We are planning to install 1,000 substation in coming decade. So I am sure we will have more and more innovation in our system.
Yeah, the augmentation of capacity is the next part I want to discuss. But yes, thank you very much for making a submission there. I now invite Mr. Dalai, Mr. Devendra Dalai.
Thank you so much. I completely agree with all my co-speakers on this issue. And everybody must agree with me that we all are facing the challenges of climate change. And this is the need of the hour that we should switch over to the renewable. And accordingly, the country has made a commitment before the world community to reduce our emission level. And as a result, initially the renewable target was set at 40 gigawatt to be achieved by 2022, which was further revised And out of 175, we could achieve 167, which is almost 100% of the set target was achieved by 2022. And a very ambitious target of 500 gigawatt has been set to be achieved by 2030. I think this is all possible only through technological interventions and renewable, more so like solar is the alternative, I would like to say. And you know, in many places like Canal Top and all those things are already experimented. Now we are getting into the different modes of the solar panels, like the flexible modules now installing on the curved surfaces of the rooftop. And again, now the project which was now selected from Chandigarh was the floating solar. You know, all the reservoirs, we can make use of that reservoir land for producing this. The challenges, the major challenges before all of us is for the solar energy is the storage. The storage facility we need to build, we need to work on. Definitely, the lot of R&D is going on, and more miles we have to further go. This is all what I would like to say.
Sure. Thank you so much. And I invite Mr. Sanjeev Jain from Chhattisgarh.
Everyone, I'm Sanjeev Jain from the Chhattisgarh Renewable Energy Development Agency, which is a state nodal agency of MNRE for the implementation of RE projects in the state. In order to achieve the national target INDC, SDG, and the Honorable Prime Minister target 500 gigawatt by 2030 and to achieve the net zero status by 2070. Chhattisgarh is very proactive to implement the flexible schemes of the states and MNRE also. In order to achieve the renewable energy target, we have already implemented the flagship scheme of solar irrigation pump in the state and have installed the highest solar pump in the state. And it is planned that by 2025, we can replace all these electricity operated pump with the solar power pump. And it is to mention here that the state has announced that the diesel free states by 2025 as per the direction of the MOP. And in order to achieve the target of the solar as per the guidelines of MNRE, we have already announced the solar policy, and solar power plant installation is the priority sectors and are getting the incentives as per the industrial policy for the installation of the solar photovoltaic power plant and manufacturing of the RE components in the states. Under the PM Kusum schemes, we are already floated a tender for 20,000 megawatt of the solar photovoltaic power plant under the feederization of the solar feeder level solarization, and we hope we will achieve within the year. In addition to this, we have already announced the pump storage hydro policy as per the MOP guidelines, and there is a potential of about 10,000 megawatt of the hydro projects in the states. We hope so this can contribute very much to achieve our national target. We have already announced the biofuel policy because Chhattisgarh is a rice grown state that lots of agricultural waste are available, and we hope that the biofuel policy will promote the biofuel, methanol and ethanol and CBG plants in the states, and we are very proactively implementing these schemes in these states. And in addition to this, we have already rolled out the EV policy for the manufacturing and promotion of the e-mobility in the states. And in addition to this, we are in planning to install a 150 megawatt hour battery storage systems by the distribution company to meet their RPO. Along with the solar photovoltaic power plant. I think this is it from my side. Thank you very much.
Thank you. This takes me to the next question. While everything seems to be in place and moving very well, the fiscal performance of both Transcos as well as Discoms continue to suffer due to poor investments. How to correct this situation, as without investing in newer technologies, equipment and manpower, things are not going to improve? Let me ask this to Mr. Wakmare.
Yeah, basically, actually, as far as transmission and distribution companies in Maharashtra is concerned, so transmission company is more or less financially stable. In fact, last year we had record profit of almost around 1,100 crore. So transmission company is more financially stable, but then condition of distribution company actually suffers, and that's not only in Maharashtra but all over pan-India, that situation is there. And basically, the bottleneck is particularly lot of arrears from agricultural consumers, and now those arrears has mounted to around 40,000 crore plus for our distribution companies. And there are various actually measures which have been taken by government of Maharashtra. So we have started a big scheme of Mukhyamantri Saur Krishi Vahini Yojana, and it was launched earlier to Kusum Component A. Kusum Component A and Mukhyamantri Saur Krishi Vahini Yojana is more or less similar. So this basically Mukhyamantri Saur Krishi Vahini Yojana, you can put a solar plant of 0.5 megawatt to 10 megawatt, and it can be connected to segregated agriculture feeder. So that way, daytime power is available to farmers at much cheaper rate. And the losses also, distribution losses is reduced to a greater extent. Secondly, actually, in the Kusum component A, also 500 megawatt of target has been given to Maharashtra. So there are substantial achievement has been done there. And another thing is introduction of technology in terms of advanced metering infrastructure and smart meter component. And in fact, in RDSS, we are given mandate to install almost 1.5 crore of smart meters. So with the help of smart meters, actually, both the consumers and utility will be of benefit. So consumer will be able to decide which time slot to use their equipment. So let us say if I want to charge this electric vehicle, so he will basically use that time where actually energy charges are lowest. And also utility, when the generation is low, then the demand, utility will be able to actually control their equipment through home automation solution. So actually this two-way communication smart meters installed. So that will pay a lot of way in the reduction of tariff at the consumer end, also actually distribution utility and generation will also. And in that way, by introducing such kind of thing, distribution automation and advanced metering infrastructure and using the concept of time of use, basically the investment in generation and transmission will be deferred. So you don't have to put more and more generation plant to cater to the growing load. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, you rightly said, but not all would be in as sweet spot, perhaps, as you might be. So meaning to say that, the subsidies, the reliance on subsidies in various states by discoms, supplying power at tariffs below cost of supply, coupled with T&D losses, so on and so forth, cross-subsidization, you just mentioned the industrial, commercial, agriculture. How to correct this? This has been a perennial problem and it has not gone away. Probably it may have improved a little bit. So how to handle this situation? Because moving further, the scenario is going to be dramatically changing. So let me ask this to Mr. Pandey.
Yeah, thank you. It so happened when you ask some question and if you are subsequent in the list in panelists, so 50% you feel has already gone. So I will not cover the topic which has already been covered and spoken by Mr. Wagmare. You first asked me, I'll first reply to that query. I find that is very important in the context of Gujarat also. Health of entire electricity sector, it's a direct function of health of distribution. It's a direct function of health of distribution company in that state. Luckily, I'll say in Gujarat, all 4 distribution companies are doing excellent. They sit in top 3 and then total all of them are within top 10 rankers in the country. And health of transmission company is generally okay in the country. And so it's very good in Gujarat also. We too have been in the profit, say about 1,500 crore or so, but that is not so important. You talked about further capacity enhancement. So I feel it is in fact low-hanging fruits for any transmission company. Existing system, if that can be enhanced to a good level, that would be the best thing. Because already consumers are connected to that existing system and they try to grow further. Even from generation end, their capacity addition is generally endeavored and adopted at that place. Existing corridor, if somehow we can increase that, which I was talking in my initial remark, that we have tried. At 220 kV level, we have already installed HTLS conductor that increases capacity to 2.5 times. We have now starting for 132 kV line also. So far, no one I think has done at 66 kV level. We too have not done it. But now we have aggressively worked on this, and probably when we meet next time in any of your such prestigious forum, I would declare that at 66 kV level also we have adopted HTLS, thereby really reducing corridor. For transmission line, problem is only which takes away our night dreams and problems only and only right of way problem. More and more awareness is creating this problem. Everything can be produced in the factory, only the land. And that is a really big challenge. So we are continuously striving to reduce our footprint on the ground. So that is our first motto, to increase the capacity of existing transmission line. For substation also, though not much land is required, and we acquire land for substation, so it is generally not that big problem, but still we should try to reduce the substation area. That we have achieved over the year. We have reached to almost 60% or almost little more than 50% to that level. In coming years, we have planned vertical GIS that is already in existence at many places. We are going to have underground substation also. We are mulling over it and planning very soon. So that will further come. Another thing I would say, to increase the capacity, existing transmission lines are required to be restrung, and lot of activities are required to be done on existing transmission line. That poses a big challenge. So we need to work on hotline. So we had trained our staff for hotline maintenance, hotline even erection, regular activities. We are carrying out now hotline crossing. That means on existing line which is in operation, we overstring another transmission line crossing over it, overcrossing, that we do. We carry out operation and maintenance on hotline method that is in existence since long. We are using it more and more. That is how we are trying to improve it further. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. In fact, I don't know how related or unrelated, brings one question to my mind. So now we are talking about technologies like blockchain. So smart contract management are likely to help in transparent and efficient energy accounting at all levels and facilitate peer-to-peer trading. So how is this going to change the scenario? I mean, if this is what we are looking at, what you're talking about, blockchain-enabled smart contract management. Mr. Pandey, this is to you.
Yeah, definitely this is going to help a lot, and it would really boost the electricity market also. Mainly, it will bring down the cost also, supply cost, energy cost to the consumer, to the first level distribution companies, and subsequently to consumer. So this is already started, already in place, and I'm sure when it is going to take more and more in the country, that is going to help all of us.
Mr. Wagmare, would you like to reflect on this?
Well, actually, blockchain technology, I'm not so much conversant of it, so I'll not be able to comment on this. I'm not really actually conversant with the blockchain.
No problem. So what's your state of readiness at this moment for RDSS?
RDSS actually, yes. In fact, RDSS project, our DPR has been sanctioned by Government of India, and almost 47,000 crore DPR has been sanctioned. And out of that, 27,000 crore has already been basically release also has been sanctioned. And in fact, for metering infrastructure, we have taken ambitious program of replacing almost, installing almost 1.5 crore smart meters are going to be installed. And that will be on TOTEX mode. So OPEX and CAPEX combined has to be done by the same agency. And it will be basically monthly charges, basically the agency will get. And also, in fact, almost 12,000 crore of loss reduction schemes and almost similarly 15,000 crore of system strengthening work and SCADA has all been approved. So we are well on our way for implementation of RDSS, and with the help of RDSS, we'll be able to actually reduce our AT&C losses, which are now 17%, and that will be reduced up to 12%, and ACS minus ARR gap will be reduced to zero by the end of 2025. So actually, we are all set for implementation of RDSS, and that will reduce the tariff in a great way and provide relief to the consumer.
Oh, that's wonderful. Let me move over to renewables. We've been talking about that 500 gigawatts we have achieved. Out of 500 gigawatts, we have achieved 170 already. And another probably 80 gigawatt is under various stages of development. No doubt that it has to accelerate further to meet the targets, including the net zero by 2070. But there are hurdles, high interest rates, tariffs, etc. So what, within the existing scenario, from the renewables perspective, what is it that needs to be done to accelerate the process, Mr. Dalai?
Yeah, as far as the renewable is concerned, one of the important factors is actually, in fact, these solar panels and solar cell. And in fact, we are sort of our country is most dependent on countries like China for actually import of solar panels and solar cells. And also under Atmanirbhar Bharat Yojana, in fact, there is a scheme by MNRE. So it's a manufacturing linked incentive scheme is there. So, in fact, a lot of Indian companies are putting forward their production and manufacturing facilities for solar cells and solar panels. And in fact, that way we will be basically saving on custom duty. So, custom duty exemption will not be there in future. And with the indigenous manufacturing of solar panels and solar cells, it will be a great way of achieving our target of 500 gigawatt.
Mr. Jain, Chhattisgarh.
My view, decentralized renewable energy generation can help the distribution company, because in a rural sectors, supply of power is very difficult for the distribution company. And through the decentralized systems, they can reduce the T&D losses, and then they can get power at a very much cheaper cost than the cost of supply of power. And the energy accounting is a very important for the Energy Conservation Act and Electricity Act. I think distribution company make sure the energy accountings and decentralized applications for the reduction of their losses and their for the supply of power in the rural sector particularly.
Sure. Mr. Pandey?
Yeah, I'll talk about, you said 500 gigawatt, that is national target by 2030. We have also aligned our state for that, and we have chalked out a modest RE integration of 65 gigawatt by the time within the state. Gujarat has got really enormous potential for solar as well as wind. Solar, because line of Cancer passes through this state, so it gives good radiation. There is a potential of 235 gigawatt lies in the state for solar generation, and about 145 gigawatt wind, because we have 1,600 kilometer coastal line. So this both provides enormous potential. Initially, we have made a modest plan of 65 gigawatt, which will be reviewed again after 5 years. So we are making perspective plan regularly for 10 years. So first 5 years will show where do we stand, and then accordingly we'll tweak for next 10 years further. For that, I was saying that we have planned about 1,000 substations across the places, and through which we'll be integrating RE and would be feeding to various feeders, various consumers. RE, it's a perishable, it's not available throughout the time. So there has been a lot of discussion on battery storage, which I talked initially, but that is still very prohibitively costly. So why not to align your consumption in line with the time it is available? So Gujarat has done a good innovative thing in the state. Right time when it is available, particularly solar, it is available during daytime. Why not to use it during that time itself, obviating the need of any storage even? So we have made a specific transmission network called Kisan Suryoday Yojana. So during this time, during daytime, when we have surplus solar, we right during that time we utilize this power for feeding agriculture consumers. Generally, in all the states, agriculture that needs cheaper power or free power or that kind of support to make this agriculture sector sustainable. So thereby we can give almost cheapest power. It has already been discussed that how solar power and wind power is cheaper, particularly solar, we say that is quite cheap. So we have started using that power right during that moment and started using it. I say further to go ahead, we should think in direction TOD metering, time of the day metering, so that our load curve gets aligned with generation curve. So thereby we can obviate the need of storage and we can get cheaper power available.
I think that's a good part of innovation, which is what you just mentioned, because traditionally, whatever we have been doing, we have been. And now, in order to take it to the next level, have been extremely important. And needless to say that Gujarat has known to be doing all kind of innovations, not just in the energy sector, but all across. Remember the
Thank you, really proud of it.
Solar topping of canals, which was done long time back. And, saving the water from evaporation and utilizing the space for, and then separating the rural grid from the regular. That's one of the very first initiatives, which was very intensely challenged within the state, but was done and created a national example. In fact, we had the opportunity to study all of that. Our chairman, Mr. SKOCH, was invited by the Honorable Prime Minister when he was the Chief Minister there to document the success story of the Gujarat model, and happened to visit and see for himself how these innovations have taken place. This was captured as a book called Modinomics that was released when he was still the Chief Minister and yet to be declared the Prime Ministerial candidate. Well, that's really been great to learn all these things, and I'm happy to learn that such innovations are still continuing in the state. So congratulations for that.
It's great to hear that, and we welcome you to again visit Gujarat and have a closer look.
We shall in the near future. So, gentlemen, thank you very much for being with us on the panel. I thank once again Mr. Rao, Mr. Wagmare, Mr. Pandey, definitely you, and Mr. Dalai, along with Mr. Sanjeev Jain, who joined in from Chhattisgarh. So thank you, gentlemen, for being with us on this panel, and it's been really, really very, very interesting. Good amount of takeaways there. We will try to put those learnings together and take it to the next level. Thank you very much. And with this, we go into the announcement of awards. So stand by for that. Give us a few minutes to come back and stay with us.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Welcome to SKOCH Awards. I have the pleasure of inviting Mr. Sanjay Kumar Agarwal, Secretary, Disaster Management Department, Government of Bihar, for Community Kitchen in the category Disaster Management Silver Award.
Indeed, I mean, I have no words. I'm completely surprised. Thank you so much. This is an initiative, Community Kitchen, which has been very close to us in the state of Bihar. And this has been also appreciated a lot by NDMA and other stakeholders who are there in the disaster management domain. So I, on behalf of Sri Sanjay K. Agrawal, the Secretary Disaster Management Department, and the overall team of the Disaster Management Department, Government of Bihar, thank you so much for giving us the opportunity to talk about this initiative and finally this award silver category for this initiative. Thank you so much.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
Silver in e-governance goes to Directorate of Urban Local Bodies, Government of Uttar Pradesh, for Ms. Neha Sharma, Director.
Thank you very much. This is a great opportunity and we are really grateful to SKOCH for recognizing the efforts. This is a platform where we have been able to engage all our 762 urban local bodies. It's a huge database where our governance run and goes a long way. So thank you so much of Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Mr. Ramesh Chandra Majhi, Chief Fire Officer, General Administration Silver for Project Agni Ksham Seva, Odisha Fire Service.
Thank you. Thank you, entire SKOCH team. On behalf of Odisha Fire Service, Government of Odisha, Ministry of Home Affairs, I thank you all for this prestigious award, sir.
Congratulations. Ms. Yashu Rastagi, Director, State Urban Development Agency, Government of Uttar Pradesh, for PM Street Vendor Atmanirbhar Nidhi, PM Swanidhi, Silver, General Administration.
I would represent her as for this opportunity.
Citizens Portal Services by Madhya Pradesh Housing and Infrastructure Development Board. Silver in Housing, Isha Mukherjee, Chief Estate Officer.
Yeah, thank you for the appreciation. I accept this award on the behalf of my entire team of MP Housing and Infrastructure Development Board. Thank you. Thank you, SKOCH Award. Thank you for the entire team of SKOCH Award for this very, very kind appreciation. Thank you.
Congratulations. Mr. R. Sri Romulu Naidu, Municipal Commissioner, Vizianagaram Municipal Corporation, for e-governance at doorsteps, village and board secretariats. Silver in municipal governance. You are muted, sir. Please unmute yourself. We can't hear you. Request you to unmute yourself.
Hello.
Yes, we can hear you now. Go ahead, please.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much, sir. On behalf of the Municipal Administration Department, we extend our thanks to the entire jury, as well as I'm very much thankful to my team, entire team. It's a great honor to the AP government, which is the most notable innovation in the country. That is the secretariat system introducing in Andhra Pradesh by delivering the service to the citizens. Thank you so much. So great.
Mr. Praveen Kumar, Commissioner and Director, Municipal Administration and Urban Development Department, Government of Andhra Pradesh, for implementation of finance module under e-municipal ERP, Silver in municipal governance. Rahul Dev Sharma, Superintendent of Police.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir, for recognizing the effort, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
ఏంటి
ఓపెన్ చేయండి
వచ్చిందా ఏంటి
సార్ ఫైనాన్స్ మోడ్యూల్ అవార్డ్ అనౌన్స్ చేశారు
Praveen Kumar, Commissioner and Director.
this is Praveen Kumar, Commissioner Director Municipal Administration. Am I audible?
Yes, you are audible. Congratulations to you.
Thank you so much. We appreciate your support and thank you.
Wonderful.
Thank
you. Mr. Rahul Dev Sharma, Superintendent of Police. Silver in Police and Safety, Uluru District Police for Cybercrime Awareness and Detection.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for recognizing the effort, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
Congratulations. Dr. Shankar Brata Bakchi, Additional Director General of Police, Andhra Pradesh Special Police for Desertion Odu. Silver in Police and Safety. Ms. Malika Garg, Superintendent of Police, Prakasam District Police for Disha SOS app mass registrations for women's safety. Silver in Police and Safety.
Thank you so much, sir.
Congratulations. Mr. Mahesh Kumar Agarwal, Additional Director General of Police, Tamil Nadu State Police for Drive Against Drugs. Silver in Police and Safety.
Thank you very much for the recognition. This recognition will help, will give a boost to our drive against drugs and help us in achieving drugs-free Tamil Nadu. Thank you.
Congratulations to you, Mr. Ajay Singh, Senior Superintendent of Police, Special Task Force Uttarakhand Police for Mission E-Suraksha Chakra. Silver in Police and Safety.
Good evening, sir. Thanks a lot, sir, for the recognition, sir. Thank you, sir.
Congratulations. Silver in Power and Energy, Maharashtra State Electricity Transmission Company Limited for utilization of drones for PHP line trolling. Mr. Dinesh Bagmare, PMD.
I accept this award on behalf of MSCTCL team. I actually thank SKOCH Group for recognizing the actually innovation done by our MSCTCL team. Thank you very much, and this will pave a great way for boosting morale of MSCTCL team. Thank you very much.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Next silver in Power and Energy goes to Southern Power Distribution Company of Telangana for operational efficiency improvement measures. G. Raghumar Reddy, PMD. The B. Sridhar, Chairman and Managing Director, Andhra Pradesh Power Transmission Corporation for demand forecasting.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much, sir, on behalf of APSLDC and AP Transco, sir. And at this occasion, I convey my congratulations to our team, sir. Thank you, sir.
Congratulations. Mr. Chanchal Shekhar, Additional Director General of Police from State Crime Records Madhya Pradesh for E-Vivechna app, Gold in e-governance.
Thank you so much, sir. On behalf of Sri Chanchal Shekhar and Madhya Pradesh Police, I am accepting this award. As I am posted as AIG in the State Crime Record Bureau, and I really thank SKOCH for organizing such an event where we can display that what we are doing for our country, for our nation. And thank you so much for recognizing our effort. We really got motivated by this award, and I would really like to thank my whole team of SCRB for their efforts and dedication. Once again, thank you so much.
Congratulations to you and the entire team. Mr. Puneya P, Director, Directorate of Municipal Administration, Government of Tamil Nadu. Urban Governance End-to-End Online Building Plan Approval. Gold in Municipal Governance.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much for this award, sir, for recognizing your services. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you.
Congratulations. Now invite Mr. Shankar Jiwal, Commissioner of Police, Greater Chennai Police for Kaval Karangal. Gold.
Says thanks to the SKOCH team as well as the juries for selecting this Kaval Karangal for the Gold SKOCH Award Police and Safety. This will definitely help us in improving the morale of the entire NGOs and volunteers and the police force to serve the people better. Thank you, sir.
Congratulations. And gold in power and energy goes to Andhra Pradesh Power Transmission Corporation, AP Transco Network Maintenance and Monitoring Information System, Mr. B. Sridhar, Chairman and Managing Director.
Thank you very much. On behalf of AP Transport team, I am heartily thanking you, sir, for recognizing our initiative, implementing network maintenance and management. Thank you very much, sir.
Congratulations to you and the entire team. Ladies and gentlemen, this brings us to the end of announcement of SKOCH Award for the current round. Congratulations to all the participants. Mr. Kocher, Mr. Samir Kocher, our chairman, personally extends his regards and wishes to all the winners of SKOCH Award and the recipient of semi-finalist SKOCH Order of Merit. Congratulations to everyone. And
Thank you.
I request everyone for a group photograph. So I request all of you to kindly switch on your videos so that we can take a group picture, mark the memory. I request all the videos and look to the camera so that we can capture this moment. We're all ready. Here we go with the photograph. I'll take one more picture. Kindly keep your video switched on and with a smile, look into the camera, the entire team. I'll take one more picture. Kindly stay with me. And the last one. Here we go. Thank you very much for being with us, spending the day, sharing your successes, encouraging us to move further. This is something which gives us a whole lot of content to think about and write the case studies, create the knowledge repositories for everybody else to learn and to look into and learn from. And sharing of these such experiences makes everyone grow, and that is something which helps the country grow and take it to the next level. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, thank you very much for being with us. Namaskar from SKOCH.
Namaskar. Thank you.
Sir,